Stand by. The BRN goes worldwide at 6 a.m. Eastern. Stand by. The BRN goes worldwide at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Attention, BRN affiliates. Showtime in 90 seconds. Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
And Brett Favre is not the guy that hires a landscaping company. I'm just telling you that right now.
True. I'm very tight.
What? Well, not tight, but you're the kind of guy.
No, I am. I still have my per diem from college.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
August 12, 2024. The big news. Got a lot of stuff over the weekend, one of which was the closing of the Olympics last night. I did get an opportunity to watch it. I mean, I thought it was, whatever.
Were you excited to see Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I thought that was stupid.
What? There was no, balls this time. I feel like it should have been a lot better. You had the Chili Peppers, you had Dre and Snoop, Tom Cruise jumping off a roof.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish was there, I guess.
Yeah. But it looks like she might have picked up some weight, doesn't it?
Well, she's getting older.
I mean,
She was like 14 when she came out.
she's
She's turning into like a woman, I think.
she's finally going through estrogen.
I think so.
Okay, she just got her period.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
Okay. So I watched a little bit of that. I mean, I guess. I mean, from the opening, from the disastrous opening they had, where men's testicles are being shown, and they're doing a replication of potentially the Last Supper, which obviously pissed off a lot of Christians and a lot of religious people. I think maybe doing a special. Now let me. Did Snoop fly back? What was the LA thing taped? What I'm thinking is the LA thing had to be taped because Tom Cruise was in the studio, and then it showed him in Hollywood, putting the Olympic rings on the Hollywood sign. So all of that thing, probably from the minute that he drove the Harley through the little stadium deal, even the footage of him driving through the streets of Paris with the flag on the back of his Harley, that all probably was taped. They probably went to taped the minute that he was no longer seen in the stadium, and they just pulled him over somewhere and hit him.
How'd they settle on Tom Cruise? Is he still the biggest international movie star?
I guess so.
See, to me, and you let me know if you agree, I would have used The Rock. Why not?
It's like we use The Rock for anything. It's like President The Rock.
Yeah, but
WWE President The Rock.
But what represents like American strength?
Well, I think this is
him or John Cena.
I
mean, right?
I don't know. I was asking. Like, you don't see Tom Cruise a lot. Like, that he's around.
He's looking kind of old, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think he's like 60 plus, Bubba.
Oh, then he's looking good. I mean, hold on.
He's around town all the time.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he's always in Clearwater.
He's looking good for 60. He's just, not that fresh-faced. I don't know if that long hair, like what he's trying to do with that long hair.
What do you want to do with him?
But I think it's for his movie.
Oh, okay.
That he's in.
What I'm saying is, don't you? Okay, let me give you, John Cena or The Rock. The Rock, Lummy. That's who you put out there. The Rock, not some 5'5", action star. Potentially one of the greatest action stars of. I mean,
but the world was watching. It wasn't just America, right? Wasn't it just
you don't know that you don't think The Rock is world known?
I was just like I said, I was asking because I haven't seen Tom Cruise a whole lot. Then you see him, you're like, okay, yeah, Tom Cruise is a big star. How did they settle on this? Were they
Thank God they went with him and not everybody Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart's everywhere. Every movie's got Kevin Hart in it. So thank God it wasn't Kevin Hart. So I'll take and I think Tom Cruise has kind of established himself as the kind of stunt guy. Has he not? Kind of.
Does he do his own stunts?
That's what. Yeah,
he does do his own stunts. He does.
And like he flew the plane for Top Gun too, and
yeah, like he does. He does do his own stunts, but. The Rock, Lummy, or John Cena, right?
Yeah, I mean,
or
I would have to say probably John Cena.
No, but see, I don't know.
Because some people are a little over The Rock because he's everywhere too.
Yeah, I know, but you got to be everywhere in order for the entire world to know you.
I mean, I'm just thinking like George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Maybe they should have put Hogan in there with his walking stick.
Oh, man.
I mean, he just got done talking at the national, at the RNC.
They
right?
can't. He's got a Walmart stop of Poughkeepsie to sell some beer.
That's right.
He's got to be in Atwood, Indiana, to sell 12 packs of All-American Hulk Hogan beer, of which, by the way, over the weekend, I'll give you a quick little glimpse of it. But over the weekend, TMZ reported something with me and Hogan. Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw it this morning. Looks like they tweeted it out. I think it's at first. You're almost there.
Am I right here?
It's a no. Yep, 3 over.
Right here?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's former friend. Hey, Affleck and Damon, call me. Want to get the facts straight. And with me, look at that. I think
man,
that's pretty damn good, Lummy.
It is.
See what kind of traction that gets. I'll get to this story here because it's got some pretty good information.
Why they got you looking all guilty?
What do you mean looking all?
They got you looking all angry and guilty.
Because probably I am.
Everybody looks guilty except Hogan.
I mean, yeah. So anyway, Lummy, we were in order. to kind of break the ice on the show, now see, look at that girl on Channel 10. See, they go opposites. They go heavy Latino, then they go, innocent looking kind of milfish blonde, right?
Yes, they do.
Man, I don't know who's doing the hiring here locally in Tampa, Channel 10. But there's this, so we're just up there watching the TV, just kind of glitz in the background a little bit, and we're talking about the show. Everybody gets in about 5:30, and we spend about 25 minutes talking about just different things we might talk about today, clickbait, just stuff.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this big bootied Latina comes up on Channel 10 doing news, and I'm like, who in the hell's the girl from Channel 10? And we all look. We're like, holy shiz, she is hot as hell. So Lummy instantaneously, as he's trained to do, goes right to her Instagram, because a lot of times an Instagram Lummy will show you like TV might be a little friendly, or they got some kind of angle on you or something. But what you're posting on your Instagram is probably a better representation of maybe what you really look like. So here's our
Amanda Pappas.
Amanda Pap. So she's Greek.
Yeah.
And what?
Greek, Italian, and Puerto Rican.
Oh my God! Look at that.
What's she doing, looking like that around her mom for?
I don't know, but why not? And Channel 10, good hire. Let me look at that. Let me. She's gonna get plucked out of here. That's what happens. Remember Linda Ferranda? Was it Linda Ferranda? No, it was somebody Ferranda. And I had the biggest crush on her, and she was hot like this. Lisa Ferranda. And she was at Channel 10 for like 5-6 years, and then a Houston station
plucked her
up for regular, like, instead of just being a weekend Willie or early morning Jones, for like prime time 6 and 10, Houston, and then supposedly, hold on, maybe she's talking here. Hold on here.
It's back better than ever, baby. The Weather Woman Amanda's Affirmations of the Day series. Ya tu sabe, hoy es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe. Happy Friday to you. So, what we're talking about today, conditions all across the Bay Area, all across Florida, really.
See, I just wish she wouldn't talk.
Are going back to normal. But one thing that we got to talk about is we're not going back in our lives. And I'm talking about our personal life. So if you're going to therapy, you're working on yourself, we're not going to regress back to old habits.
This is a lot to jam into one reel, like weather, affirmation.
Do you know what the deadliest part of a tropical system is?
Your jugs.
Oh, it's just a tropical depression, a tropical storm, a Cat 1. I'm not moving unless it's a Cat 5. No, do not think like
storm surge.
that, because those ratings from the National Hurricane Center only take into account the wind speed, not the deadliest part of the storm, the water threats. I'm talking storm surge and freshwater flooding. We know from our girl Debbie, flooding was the major issue and also led to a good amount. Meteorologist Amanda Pappas, Hurricane Debbie has officially made landfall in Dixie County. What is the difference between a watch and a warning? Good morning, guys. Meteorologist.
Look at that.
Oh, those are some deep
God,
runs.
those are some high volume jugs.
Wow.
I mean, those are high volume. I don't even know if that's even pay-per-view. That might be natural Greek, Mexican.
From that first picture you showed, it looked like they were
Good morning,
natural.
sunshine. Here's what you need to know about Debbie. It is a Good morning, sunshine. Here's what you need to know about potential tropical cyclones.
Oh, good morning, sunshine. She's trying to throw the little flirt gimmick in there.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, my sunshine's tropical update for you. It is August 1st. Of course, we know hurricane season.
I mean, Seth, they're certainly trying to make her look, like appeal to the guy that's thirsty.
Good morning, sunshine. Buenos.
So it's all.
I think the demographic for news is 65 and up, but
yeah,
I mean, she's definitely keeping
there's
attention.
Probably a lot of guys at the villages that got a bone on this deal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, she looks like she's gonna be plucked to Miami or Telemundo or something.
Oh, Miami, she'd be just. But the thing about it down there, Seth, is there's not a lot of real, there's so many hot chicks down there that this one here just might be she might be an 8 in Miami, right? She's a Tampa 10, but she might be an 8, a 7.35 in Miami.
I think her numbers travel well.
Good morning, guys. Tropical update
now
for you.
Look at those. Let me look at the jugs jiggle.
I know it's that time of year, and the water cooler talk is, oh my gosh, is Florida gonna get hit? Is it a hurricane? What's Good morning, my sunshine. Buenos dias to you. Today is part 2, número 2 of
You are so horny.
No, she might be a little thicker in the back than I like, but I don't know. Like, they're not giving us a lot of back shot, you know?
No, they're not at all.
Happy July 1st, sunshines, and we are here right now in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. Different spot for today, and let me tell you, it takes a
Okay, I've seen enough. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, well, congrats.
Well,
to
yeah.
her.
I mean, she's. I think she's. She's all right. I think she started getting thicker.
Well, the farther you went back, the older she was. I think she lost some weight.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, because that was North Carolina. That's where she went to NC State.
Oh, so she may have dialed it in, got into a fitness program, right?
Correct, yeah.
Maybe taken off 10, 12, which is off that backside and that gut, and now she's just looking good as hell, right?
Did you say gut?
Yeah, I did.
I don't think there's anything remotely close to a gut on her.
She had a little bit of a gun.
No, how do you even see these things, man?
I don't know, buddy. I'm just telling you my opinion. No big
Okay,
deal. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
Tampa's doing pretty well. The sports chick on Channel 8 is pretty good too.
Yeah, if you
I
said
just
her.
sent it to her.
Yeah, they stole her away from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Yeah, she was covering the Saints a couple of years ago. Had to get her out of that cesspool.
Yeah. So when Tampa calls and says, "I know you're doing, New Orleans now, but we're Tampa. We'll pay you $10,000 more."
Yeah, that picture of her in front of the Superdome right there, that one, I believe, that you got.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that sports bra one was pretty.
Well, what did you just say?
The sports bra one was pretty good.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sometimes you get a little mumbly. Oh, you mean this one?
Yes.
Oh my God. Now, Red, is she full-time sports or is she just like a weekend warrior?
She's full time.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's been there a little while now. I think it's her second year.
Yeah, this is going on her second year.
Fit check.
I wonder if she has to go into the Bucks locker room and see their dongs and stuff.
Well, I'm sure she does.
And I wonder if, like, a guy, if you're a guy and you're a wide receiver and you got a bit, wow, channel WFLA, Channel 8 and channel here in Tampa, and what's her name? Alina. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
Alina Natuik.
Alina Hawktuik. But, like, if you're a wide receiver, let's say you got a big dong, right? I mean, Seth, everybody knows whether you got a big dong or not.
Yes, of course.
Like, you know yourself whether you got a big dong or not.
Right.
And so you're getting in the shower and, you got Alina out there going to ask you some questions. So do you put a towel on and just kind of let it poke through? Like, oh, my gosh, it's poking through. And you don't even know that it's poking through, but it's poking through.
If that's what women want, I don't know if women, and not all women seem to enjoy the the looks of a penis, or I don't know if women see a larger one all of a sudden and they want to marry a guy.
Well, all right, so, this is her in Paris, right?
Yes,
all right,
yeah.
so I've seen enough. She's hot. She's the hottest. Is she the hottest? And she's probably the hottest in Tampa. Ric Flair, who lives in Tampa, by the way. This is probably shot. Actually, Lum, you can see the Riverview Ruskin kind of
The mosaic.
the mosaic.
Was that power plant?
Power plant / overburden.
In a dump.
I'm thankful for everything. My family, for the love of life, and for everything all of you have done for me and my family. Woo! Love y'all! Mick Ultra, daytime drinking, and the nature boy. Woo!
What they edit out, Bubba?
I don't know.
What do you think?
But, daytime drinking.
What's happening? Is he trying to? Do you think he's trying to get the Mick endorsement?
I don't know.
Get his own Ric Flair beer.
You think somebody said, "Hey, send a short"?
Ric Flair beer, yeah. Hogan's got his own beer. Now comes the Ric Flair. Woo! I mean, he's actually got a, what's Hogan going to say? It's American beer, brother. You know what? Ric Flair's actually got a worldwide known saying, right?
But the whole thing is, first of all, Ric Flair's been dead like 12 times, so it's crazy to see him still drinking. And the other thing is that I don't even know what he's saying. I don't even know if he's okay.
He's like Lummy. He slurs a lot.
Yeah.
Listen, Lummy will be
for everything. My family,
on here.
I'm thankful for everything. My family, for the love of life, and for everything all of you.
How do you say the love of my life, the love of life, or or I love my wife?
Yes.
Family, for the love of life.
Love of life.
Okay, so it's either the love of life, I love life, or I love my wife. I feel like I'm doing a Dr. Seuss gimmick here. Tell me what you think.
Family, for the love of life, and for everything.
Seth, what say you?
I don't know, Bubba. I'm concerned. That's why I sent it.
For the love of life.
Is he saying for the love of life, I love life, or I love my wife?
I don't know why they decided
or my lovely wife.
I don't know why they decided after our 12-pack that he should cut a promo.
I don't think he's married anymore.
Hold on.
What?
Does he got a? Hold on. Does he have a ring? I think he has a ring on his left finger.
I told it. 2022 is separated.
Thankful for everything.
Separation doesn't mean divorce. They got back together.
Well, I saw him go up to the hotel room with a chick for a while. So
Whoa.
When?
back when WrestleMania was here in Tampa.
Okay. Well, maybe that was his wife.
No, that was well.
Maybe it was a rat. I mean,
It was a rat.
Who cares?
Oh, I know. I just said
Don't call a guy out on a ring rat deal.
No,
Just let me.
I didn't. I just said he went up, and I don't think he was single.
For everything. My family, for the love of life, and for everything all of you have done for me and my family. Woo! Love y'all. Mick Ultra, daytime drinking, and the nature boy. Woo!
Yeah, because right here, at 2020, she said that they were never married. There was no marriage certificate, and they lived apart for 6 months, and now they're officially separated.
Now, when was this?
2022.
In 2022, who said that?
Her and people.
And so they're no longer together?
That's according to this article, and it shows that Ric Flair is single, according to another article from People.
Now, what's this all about? This is Steph Curry's wife, right?
Aisha Curry, yeah.
Yeah, and she's beautiful.
She's got her kid, too, with her.
And, of course, the USA defeated France, which was, man, for a while, really good. And, boy, Webb, I actually watched it on Saturday. Webb and Yaman, man.
How great is he?
Did you see the one, Seth? It was first quarter. He had LeBron top of the key. There was about 10 seconds left. You knew Webb was going to take the shot. So you got new GOAT, old GOAT. Who's going to win? It's a one-on-one. And you see Webb took him. Webb got the bucket. You remember that? Remember the play?
Oh, yeah, no, he had a great game.
Yeah, he did. He really did. Now, how many other of the Frenchmen are in the league? Are there any other Frenchmen on Webb and Yaman's team that's in the NBA?
Rudy Gobert is in the league. He won Defensive Player of the Year. And I think there's one or two other guys. I think maybe Evan Fournier. But the other guys I think have been trying to get into the league for the last few years.
How many players outside of the Team USA, talking about Team USA Basketball Olympics, God, Kevin Durant's unbelievable.
They have 4 players from France that are in the NBA.
Okay, but how many other players from other countries? Like, is there any Serbians? Well, I mean, was there any, because the Serbs gave us a kind of a tough time, but is there any other players from any other countries that are actually in the league? Or is it just the 4 Frenchmen or 5 from...
almost all of Canada's teams in the NBA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dylan Brooks, SGA. Germany's got a couple of guys that are in the NBA.
So the world's catching up to our skill set with regards to,
Oh, yeah.
back in the day. I mean, God, back in the day, 15, 20 years ago in the league, it was unheard of. What Tony Kukoc might have been the very first highly heralded, non-American.
Yeah, Croatia, Lithuania, like they had good teams back in the day.
Yeah. And I know, have you guys ever seen the clip where when was it Croatia that Tony Kukoc played?
Yeah.
So when the USA played Croatia, now Kukoc, whatever his name is.
Tony Kukoc.
He was he already a bull or he was scheduled to be a bull?
He was scheduled to be a bull when they saw him in the Olympics.
So they drafted him, and then the Olympics, they drafted him that spring, and then the Olympics came that summer. So Michael and White and Scotty were going to see him in camp, in the fall. That would be the first thing. So Jordan told, was it Chuck Daly or was it Phil Jackson I think it was Chuck Daly.
That's the coach of the Bulls?
Yeah, no, of the
the
Dream
Olympic team.
Yeah.
I think it was Chuck Daly.
Yeah, so I think Jordan, like, how do you coach Jordan, Magic, Larry? Like, how do you count? I think those guys just all get together and say, hey, let's be cool. You'll get some playing time. I'll get some playing time. Now.
Well, they'll be asking in 25 years, what Steve Kerr did for coaching.
Yeah. I thought he actually coached a better game this past Saturday where he got Booker some time and he got, because I mean, there was
not Tatum.
Is that the guy from the Celtics?
Yeah.
Why did he do that? Did Tatum play at all?
He played a few minutes, I think, in the final game. There was 2 games, I think, in the Olympics that he did not play at all.
Is it
And he's a top 5 player. He's all NBA.
Yeah, like I saw David Portnoy really flipped out over it, saying, why isn't Kerr playing Tatum? Like, why is he not getting 10, 12 minutes a game?
He was just behind Durant. I mean, Steve Kerr said, look, it ended up working out. They won the gold medal. I thought that maybe it might be embarrassing for him at times, but I'm sure they worked that all out, and he seemed very happy yesterday. His whole family was there, and he'll be back in the Olympics in 4 years. He's not on the bench, that's for sure.
Right. Well, Durant will be gone.
Durant, LeBron, and Steph Curry. This was the first and last rodeo for all those guys together.
Steph's relatively young. You don't think he'll come back?
37.
Oh, he's 37?
Yeah.
This was his first.
Yep.
This was LeBron, what, third?
LeBron's third, Durant's fourth.
Durant's fourth. Durant, though, man, I got to tell you, Durant, he's a freak. He is so good.
He's awesome.
God, he's still, who's he play for now?
Phoenix.
So Phoenix have him and Booker?
Yeah.
And they can't do anything with that?
Can't do nothing.
Hold on. So Phoenix just got Kevin Durant and the Booker kid.
Yeah, and look, the Lakers.
And they can't do nothing.
And the Lakers have LeBron and Anthony Davis.
And they can't do nothing. So it just goes to show you, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you
need a full damn team.
And who's Boston got? That's they
had 4 guys on the Olympic team.
Boston did?
Well, let's see. Wait, Tatum, White, and then Drew Holiday, and then Jaylen Brown didn't make it. So they had 3 guys on the team.
So, I watched, of course, they end up killing France towards the boy. Steph Curry was really, really cold at first and then lit up. I think he missed his first 4 or 5, didn't you?
I don't even know if he missed that many in the whole game.
No, first in the final game, I think he missed. Can you find the stat?
Yeah, Boxer, yes.
Yeah, because I think he missed his first 3, maybe 4 3-pointers. And then once he got dialed in, it's so fun to watch him do that fake. The guy goes by him, and then he just jams it in. You know what I'm saying? That's one of his signature moves where he does a fake. The guy ends up flying by him, and then he just kind of has an open shot, and then he chucks it in from, 46 and a half feet. So who do you think, Seth, with regards to who didn't make it, the team this year, will be on in 4 years in LA? Obviously, maybe the guy from Boston who didn't get a lot of playing time. They all become probably starters. Right?
I made my own list of the 2028 Dream Team who I think will be on it.
You did?
Yeah.
Do you got it readily available?
Yeah. Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Zion Williamson, Chet Holmgren, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, John Morant, Cooper Flagg.
Where's Wembanyama?
He plays for France.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay. It's all right.
I'm so stupid.
No, you're okay.
I've had a very tough weekend. I'm not gonna lie. We had a Bubba 199, which was great,
yes.
And thank you to everybody. We did some really good money, and just John Kostika at the top, and just a lot of great people. So thank you. That helps so much. And then we had an unbelievable turnout on Saturday. There's this building. Literally our show is not only, funded by the listeners, whether it's just you listening to us terrestrially on, Florida Man Radio in Fort Walton Beach, and you go to you're a daily podcast downloader, or you go watch our videos on YouTube, or you go to our Facebook page, just whatever, you contribute in some way, shape, or form. Well, not only are we funded that way, but then, a lot of times, this 1982 warehouse that we have as a studio, starts getting some wear and tear on it. And, we need to, otherwise we'd have to probably pay people to do these various things, which is quite extensive.
Yes.
And, we got our old sign for the building after 11 or 12 years. I think did it burn out or I don't know what happened.
It burned out. I think 2/3 of the bulbs burned out.
And that's the current sign that we have on the fence. Do you think we take that sign off? Or do you think we just, maybe put some more LEDs in it and keep it there, or do you think we take it off?
I think we just put more LEDs in it. I mean, people like it.
Man, you should see our new sign. It was fabricated by the guy Doc, fabricator of the stars, who Lummy has done all the Bubba Army, backlit red LED aluminum, 3D cut, laser cut signs that we have that you may see in the studio, which are actually quite large. He's made all those, and then he made our original outside sign, that sits on the building. Well, we needed a new outside sign, so he made it. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't, that the world headquarters sign. It says Bubba Army World Headquarters, and I didn't know how good that was potentially going to look when it was on the ground level before we got it up there and installed. But man, does it when you guys all pull. I mean, did you notice it when you pulled in? Even you, Seth, who drives like Mr. Magoo and doesn't really pay attention because you got all that Ford Hemi horsepower. Were you able to take a gander at the sign?
Oh yeah, it looked like a UFO that was ready to suck me in and abduct me.
There you go. Oh. He has sucking and abducting on his mind, ladies and gentlemen. So
we just talked about Jugs for the first half hour of the show.
I know, but I get you. I feel the same way. So Tease and Bob Cook, both Nashes, Little Wilbur, Creatine Travis, Big Red, Macho Man. I gotta tell Macho Man, it's serious. And Macho Man's really working when he took his shirt off.
Yes.
Macho Man took his shirt off and was just covered in sweat, working his ass off. We were able to completely. So Lummy and Mushroom Mitch. Lummy, I think that's everybody. I don't think I missed anybody, did I? Tease, Bob Cook, Nashes, Little Wilbur, Travis, Red, Macho, Lummy, Mushroom Mitch.
And Big Red on his birthday, too.
And Big Red on his birthday.
But yeah, no, that's it.
And we got so much done, so much. Just you become. We're not hoarders, but you become hoarders as you replace equipment and as you just accumulate stuff. We get somewhat hoardish, and both of those containers. I think they're both cleared out now, aren't they? Or at least fairly cleared out.
Yeah, the one is 100% cleared out. I think it's just from the different people that worked here were lazy and never looked for stuff and then just bought it.
Right.
Like all the
and the other thing is, I think I need to get some of that roof coating and go over the containers because I think the stuff that Macho Man, your mic's on. I think you need that to be at least from the top airtight. I'm not airtight, but waterproof. Do you have stuff stored in there? Because I think you were taking a lot of your stuff and stored it in there, weren't you?
We were moving the chairs and stuff. Nothing electronic yet.
All right, okay. But if I can get some of that, I might as well do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because the one was has a leak for sure.
Yeah. So I may have to get what do you get, like flash tape, or do you get maybe even aluminum, like sheets of aluminum that you maybe screw in?
Yeah, probably the aluminum. It just depends on what the.
There's a couple big holes in there.
Yeah, so probably the aluminum would be best.
And we completely. So when I saw when Aaron from Average Joe, by the way, that's averagejoe.com. Is that what it's that simple?
AverageJoeTampa.com.
Oh, AverageJoeTampa.com. I need to write that down. So when he brought that dump trailer, that brand new 45,000. God, Lummy, I found his dump trailer to be very sexy.
As it was.
Oh, my God. So he brought this $45,000 brand new dump trailer and put it, where we needed it. And Lummy, we jammed it completely full.
Sure did.
Including.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, we got some stuff out of here that we needed out of here for a long time.
The wheel that I never thought we'd get out of here.
Yeah.
Does he need to make another trip over here?
You know what? Let me would it.
He already said he'd come back this weekend and drop it off.
I saw some stuff in the hallway.
Well, I'm not going to be here this weekend. I got to be in Ocala.
But Macho, he loves dumping stuff. So
Macho would throw everything away.
I was doing an Olympic shot put dumpster style. I didn't know I was that strong in the shoulders.
Yeah, Lemmy's like, Macho Man was like, I can't train shoulders today, but I'm going to throw things above my head into a big trailer, and that'll be my shoulder pump. So, I mean, Lemmy, do we have more? I think we do have more. And Lemmy, why is your bubbler not turned on?
Oh, it goes on and off.
What do you mean?
It's on for 12 hours and off for 12 hours.
No, the bubbler?
Yeah.
So not just the
fountain, the bubbler too.
Oh, okay. All right. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's because it usually runs during the day now.
Is this pond talk?
Well, yes, it is.
Okay.
And by the way, Lemmy, I did take a look. Our pond looks pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, especially with all the water.
And Lemmy was so afraid. We put some stuff on top. Lemmy, we got some of that. We got some of that roof coating that we had that's 4 years old that we thought was good. So Bob Cook mixed it up, and it looked like it might have been good, but I don't think it was good. And they put some on the roof of the building, kind of the back corner, and it rained, and so it rained off. Well, it started as it was finding its way to the ditch. It looked like it was going to go to the ditch that feeds Lummy's pond. So Lummy was afraid that this white roofing material was going to go in his pond. So Lummy went and got some of my old Predator signs and like the traffic cones and everything and tried to clog up the hole.
Sure was.
So that he didn't get any roofing material in his lovely pond.
Didn't want that white, plume in there.
All right. So will you now remove that stuff?
Yeah.
So it doesn't look so ghetto?
Yeah, I'll do it today.
And do we need another round of dump trailer? Do we need it? I mean, how much?
I think
Macho Man.
it.
Do we need one more? One more weekend of cleaning? Not necessarily this next weekend, but we could plan in a month from now or something. Do we need another week? Do we need another weekend of what we were doing? Not necessarily working on the building.
Not that in depth, but I do want to clear out the pantry and stuff and some other items. So yes, we could use it one more time.
Okay. And Lummy, I'm thinking, like, if anything, he could just make it into a pile back there.
Yeah. And then just dump it, quick.
Yeah. Well, you just have him, have Average Joe come grab it. So, Mach, maybe we'll just have you put it in a pile or whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's wife did she get accosted or did what video am I looking at here? It says
they wouldn't let her and Steph's mom and Draymond Green. She wouldn't let them, I think, cross to where they were before or to where everybody was with the Olympic team.
Like maybe where the athletes were.
Yeah.
And here it is. This is the wife of one of the players and stuff like that. And these French police won't. There's that blonde. Look at that blonde.
Oh yeah.
Phew, they're only showing clips of her. I'll do that when we get back. Steph Curry's wife, full hot, because they're not allowed to. I'd be mad as hell too.
Well, she just kind of started breaking down crying.
Well, and she had her newborn baby too.
Yeah, she just gave birth. Who knows what's going on there?
We'll get to it next.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.
Monday and Tuesday.
What?
He's on vacation. What?
Yeah.
Pakistani Danny.
You didn't hear that?
I did. I was just asking.
He's just trying to get heat.
Surprised Draymond Green's not in jail.
Why? Did he do something?
Well, no, because he was with them. I'm surprised he didn't, because he's kind of known to be a dick.
They said he flew all the way to Paris just to watch Rudy Gobert lose a gold medal game because he hates him.
That's nice.
No, it was cool though.
We're going to talk a little bit about the NFL.
Hell yeah. Oh shit.
What's up, Iggy McGillicuddy? Kendall Hill, 48 months. Sugar Mama Susan Poitras, 68 months. Baseman 6, 48 months. Johnny Jive Ass, 73 months. Thank you, everyone, for the news. Aquaman 66. 67 months. What's up, Organic Gene? What do you mean, Capper Scott? You don't like it? Madden Crusher 666. Good morning. What don't you like about it, Camper Scott? So, Kabuki Jones. Happy birthday, Glenn Longnecker. That's true, attack of the dog. I didn't get anything from you, Hootie. There's nothing in the email. Morning, Tease. Good seeing you on Saturday. Good morning, Berto Perez.
God damn, that blonde's hot as fuck, Lummy.
Oh, you're showing her a little bit.
Oh, man. A little bit thirsty.
She is hot.
Who, Kamala? Yeah.
No.
I'd fuck Kamala.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh.
CT Firearm. Yender, Florida, good morning. What's up, ready, Guatemala? Enzo, you should be getting that box here pretty soon. Picked it up.
Trey Lance is a rookie that the Cowboys drafted, wasn't it?
No, Trey Lance was the one. 49ers drafted him a couple years ago from North Dakota in the first round, and then they traded him to the Cowboys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is he Prescott's backup?
Yeah. I think it says
What up, Man Crusher? Fourth year.
fourth year?
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Justin Fields.
This
Trey.
was what was he? The fifth?
He's third pick.
Listener-supported Sponge, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
I don't know how many NFL games anybody had the ability to watch. A lot of NFL teams, their preseason schedule is covered by their local NBC affiliate, which was causing all the teams to scramble around like the Packers, they were on like I had to find them on like a Waukesha. I'm sorry, a Wausau in Wausau, Wisconsin, like either CW or Ion affiliate, because the Milwaukee NBC, the Green Bay NBC, the Cleveland NBC, all those channels were they had to do Olympics. You couldn't break away. So there were where were the Bucks? Are they on the ABC? Aren't they?
No, it's NBC.
So who did they end up being on?
NBC.
Yeah, the Bucks.
It's Chris Myers and Rondé Barber in the booth.
So hold on, but you're saying that they broke away from Olympic coverage and played the game? Or no, maybe it wasn't during. I mean, because the Packers, they honored the Packers are their preseason is broadcast by the local Green Bay, Milwaukee, NBC, WTMJ, NBC affiliate. But since it was my understanding that if you're an NBC affiliate, you could not contractually. You could not break away from the feed, the Paris feed. To do your local football team, you had the local football team had to find another affiliate for that week. So did Tampa's NBC affiliate, Channel 8, did they play the game?
Yeah.
And was the Olympics not going on at the time, or did they just abandon Olympic coverage?
I guess not. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the Olympics.
When was the Bucks game?
7.
Yeah.
What, 7 p.m. on Saturday night?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
that's prime time normally.
That was prime time. I mean, that was prime time Paris, was it not?
Yeah, that's what's weird about it, too, on a Saturday night.
Green Bay was, their game was at 4:30 Eastern, and they, the NBC affiliate in Green Bay stayed true to their, they broadcast the Olympics, and I had to go find Green Bay on an Ion Willie.
Well, Green Bay is not a football town like we are here.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, I mean, like that, I guess probably contractually they did have the ability to break away and play their football team because the Bucks did it.
The Bucks, and sometimes they also go down to like the CW too. So
wasn't it so nice though to be able to watch a little football this weekend and not the XFL or whatever that league's called? Somebody like I mean, I don't know if Seth, you got an opportunity to watch Caleb Williams throw this the first couple of series. And as a Bear fan, you're like, yeah, that pretty much does it for me. That's pretty cool. It's better than the White Sox losing 23.
Yeah, I don't have any channels at all, but I was following the game, and then I'd go on Twitter and just search Caleb Williams. Then the play would pop up, 1 minute later. So,
oh, really? Is that for real? Like, is that how quick they usually get stuff up? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, would it be sanctioned, or would it be like somebody at the ball game?
No, it was real. It was clips from TV.
Right.
They can post NFL clips.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's how I saw everything.
Here's the Steph Curry's wife interaction with the
French police.
Steph Curry's wife with baby, another child, just trying to make it to the area where her husband is. Is that what's going on?
And I guess try to get into their car, and they're not letting the car come to them.
Oh, okay. They have maybe car service.
Yes.
And maybe Steph's in the car. I don't know. I got to tell you, women chewing gum just doesn't,
Doesn't do it for you?
No. I think you should only chew gum when you're walking into a place that you don't want to have bad breath on, Lummy.
Get a quick refresher.
Maybe while you're in your car or your truck and you're driving to, wherever, you chew some gum to, maybe give you a gummy, nice breath kind of deal.
A woman doesn't want to have bad breath. That's a killer.
I know. It is a killer.
So, I mean, you gotta go with the gum.
Well, maybe she was getting ready to see her man, and she wanted to lay that big kiss on him, so she's just pre-gumming it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's out.
Stop saying my name.
And then right before she gets in the car, she throws the gum out, and then she's got wintry, fresh breath to go ahead and tongue you right down to 0. I mean, French doesn't look like they really got their act together very well.
Not at all.
I hope that various terrorists don't look at the various footage over Paris and see how inept just the overall presence of military and Leo in France is, and think that they're an easy target.
I mean, France is good at basketball. I mean, it's not like we haven't heard of Steph Curry or his wife or Draymond Green's there. I mean, let them through.
Right. Woman that's a little irritated. I have not heard her say, this is the player's wife and children. I mean, unless it was before, but I would just keep reiterating that. That's all you got to say. This is the wife and child of one of the players, Steph Curry. Please, can you send word to the area down there that his wife's trying to get in? I mean,
Suffered a minor head injury when authorities.
Oh, now. Oof.
Accidentally hit the baby, it looks like.
If that did happen, if they did. Now, if it's just clickbait, and obviously, Steph Curry is not a litigious person where he's going to make stuff up because he needs the money. He would prefer not have the headache of a lawsuit in France. But if indeed the French officials did, hit or touch or do something to cause Steph Curry baby to be injured, oh man, Lummy.
So it looks like their
that
car.
Could get bad.
It looks like their car also is that way, and the police have shut off that whole area because the French president is about to be passing through.
Well, okay, Steph Curry's more important than to pick them up, and they won't let them go to the driver. Like, this seems very unreasonable.
By the way, and you notice Draymond Green, who is the biggest trash talker in the NBA, he's got one of the biggest mouths. He's letting Steph Curry's mom do the talking on this. He's like, I'm staying out.
He says, when you got a strong sister that's got it handled, you just let her get it handled.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good.
Right. Because, like almost, pecking order as well. Because Steph couldn't always come to him and say, hey, man, you interrupted my mother-in-law when she was trying to cook. Draymond would be like, hey, man, I just let old girl handle it, man. I was now, had she need backup, I would have been there.
Well, her backup's right behind her.
Oh, Big Mama?
Oh, God.
Yeah, look at Big Mama.
Yeah, she looks like she's going to kick some ass.
Big Mama. Draymond's like, man, these three bitches will set picks for me, man. I'm telling you that right now. Draymond Green, who's good as hell, is he not?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, but he's getting a little old, isn't he? We're idiots, okay? We can't get anything right, okay? People come into the Louvre and throw a milkshake on Mona Lisa at least once every 3 weeks. I mean, we can't stop anything around here. I mean, really. For instance.
I'm surprised it didn't happen at all during this.
You know what? They probably had two. They probably said, listen.
Those environmentalists always like to break in.
I know. But I guarantee you the Mona Lisa was probably guarded this weekend with the influx of humanity and somebody wanting to go viral.
You think maybe they just put a fake one up? You think they took the real one and hid it and put a fake one up or something?
You know what? The Louvre should actually have somebody make one, a replica, right?
Yeah.
And they put that one on display, and then the real one's like in a big vault somewhere, and nobody knows the difference. And so if somebody would happen to do something bad to it, you're like, guess what, bitches? It wasn't even the real one. It was the lithogram.
Yeah, you know what happened. Travis Scott comes into town, gets all drunk, wants to go to a museum. I mean, you don't know what could happen.
Yeah. I will tell you, Steph Curry's wife is beautiful. I mean, I'm not trying to be real thirsty today, but man, I'm awful thirsty today. Not to get too far down the rabbit hole, because I have to talk about this today, because I got totally bamboozled and almost lost $1,000 from Just Plain Kim, formerly Drunk Kim's. Facebook got hacked, and I think Ashley helped Merch Crick navigate through that it was fake. Ashley might have been the first one to say, like, don't do anything with this, because Ashley might have been the first one to call it out. But I didn't.
Who got tricked?
Me. I sent $1,000.
Whoa!
Shut up.
I sent $1,000
to who?
You ain't getting that back.
No, I got it back. Lummy, I got to tell you, Bank of America.
Awesome.
So listen, let me just tell you, I got it back. I'll tell the story here. I got to get this story cleared out in some NFL stories. But wait till you hear. And It's not just Kim, now nice, formerly drunk Kim, but now nice Kim. Lummy, it's not her fault. Somebody hacked into her identity so extensively that they got her address. They got her doing various, like a video, like
sex.
No, like she was talking to like FaceTime. They found a FaceTime of hers, and they found,
Wait, did some sort of message get to you that she needed $1,000?
No. I'll have to tell you later.
Okay. I can't wait.
I know.
I'm not going to change the dial.
I know you're not.
I was.
Why couldn't one of the 5 police officers now if you look at the distance, Lummy, it's not very far at all. It's like maybe a quarter of a block,
if that. Yeah.
I mean, so if the area they're talking about is, I'm assuming, is right here. This is the area they're talking about. Okay. Like somewhere over here, where like maybe the car,
maybe where that other stop sign is.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they're talking about that area, and the reason why they don't want anybody in this area is because the president of France is due to be coming through here, soon. Happens to be that Steph Curry's car service is right here. And this is Steph Curry's wife, and she was originally right here hanging out in this area waiting for her husband to come out. And the authorities told her that you needed to go back, move over here where she is now. So after they've deciphered the story like they have now, don't you think that, because you're dealing with 3 women, and maybe Draymond Green, but I mean, he probably has. I'm assuming, Seth, that Draymond Green probably has some type of players' credentials or participation credentials. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know. He was just a fan that was there.
So anyway, why couldn't you just say, hey, listen, let's have 2 of our police officers escort you over to the area you'd like to be at, and we'll figure out if that's indeed where you're supposed to be.
Makes sense.
I think terrorists are known to carry around newborn babies.
And that's why you have to rough the kid up a little bit?
Yeah.
Like they supposedly did?
Yeah, Draymond Green looks like a normal terrorist, too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It looks like, maybe right here, these might be the team buses.
Yeah, I think that's where the car service is supposed to be. Yeah, I think that's where they're at.
This is probably car service, and this is probably team buses.
Yep.
So all they want to do is literally just walk right down this. That might be what, Lummy? 30 yards. They're 30 yards from their car service. So send 2 French police officers with these women and maybe Draymond Green, and escort them to their area. What's the big deal? Obviously not groupies or just or autograph seekers or anything like that. They're obviously not that.
Well,
can you not use your any judgment?
Well, I mean, the big clickbait part of the story is that Ayesha Curry starts to kind of cry. But I mean, nobody knows why she's crying. It doesn't get mad or anything like that.
Yeah, but when women start crying, man, everybody loses it. Like when you and Phoebe fight. When she cries, doesn't it make you feel really bad?
No.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Wow.
I heard she starts crying, then you start crying, and then she has to comfort you.
No. Wait, yeah, that's how it goes.
These 3 women are capable of having like a rocket launcher to hit the president? I mean, like...
I don't know, but if what is it, Emmanuel Macron? Is that the president of France?
Yeah, and he seems pretty cool anyway.
Well, I mean, if he's doing a loop or a wraparound, I mean, I guess you got to, kind of hold off a little bit, just like when a train's coming. What are you going to do?
Well, I mean, I think clearly if there's somebody that could pose harm to him, then you do what you're doing. But if it's clearly 3 women that are trying to get to their car service, and one of which is husband plays for the team, and you have a baby that you may have they're getting reports that the French might have hit the baby incidentally.
Looks like that came from Green.
Everybody's got their own little...
You ever notice that everybody's a lawyer? Everybody's a lawyer.
Invasion of privacy, Bubba.
Invasion of privacy.
Does France have their own rules?
I don't know.
We don't even know, yeah.
But I mean, I think invasion of privacy is literally like I think everywhere in the world that if you're outside in a public street, that your expectation for privacy is, you can't, there's a reason why it's called a public street. You're in public. And I think, maybe in China, you can't tape in private. There might be some real stiff countries out there that you can't, be recording in public, but I got to think for the most part. Now, if you're on private property and the landowner asks you to stop taping, I think you got to. I think, maybe, I don't know. But if you're definitely on a municipality or city or government-owned sidewalk in the public that you are allowed to tape, at least in France. I mean, they're not locked down like Russia and some of these, China.
Yeah,
I guarantee that Kim Jong-un's not allowing anybody in North Korea to tape anything. You probably can't even have a phone.
Oh, you should have seen the fake Kim Jong-un that showed up to the Olympics.
Yeah, with Winnie the Pooh.
It started beating the hell out of Winnie the Pooh in front of the North Korean Olympic team.
Did it? Did we get footage of that?
Yeah, I sent it.
Let me. Can you send it back?
I know it. Yeah, I'll get it pulled up.
Did you see? Are you looking at the rules of France?
Yeah, you're good. It's pretty much the same. You can record in public. You just can't record, obviously, in private property.
Brother. When I come back, I got the Just Kim story. I got week 1 highlights from the NFL. It was good to see. It was just good. I watched, I think, almost the entire Green Bay Packer game. Just because, even when, into the fourth quarter where you got your thirds in there, your third string guys in there, because I was yearning for football. I guarantee you, Rhett watched the entire Bucs game. Did you not?
Just about.
Yeah. I think maybe with 3 minutes left and the Packers were up 23 to, I don't know. I think I may have turned it back over to the Olympics or something. I don't know.
There's some dark times when you get towards the end of a preseason game.
Yeah. I got to say, the end of the Bucs game was somewhat entertaining. Bengals offense and the Bucs offense both had to march down the field 75-plus yards and score, and they did.
Who was quarterbacking for the Bucs?
It was John Walford at that point in the game.
And is he a rook that we got?
He's been around. He's been around. He was in L.A. with the Rams before we got him, but he's been on our roster since before last year, I believe.
Are we ever going to get rid of Trask? Or is
Probably.
Is that just hey, listen, he was picked when Tom was here. We got to kind of let him, we got to be a little more respectful.
You're determining his value as a backup quarterback. I don't think he looks like he can, he doesn't look like he can start in the NFL. There's a lot of Trask fans that might be upset to hear that, but it was a prototypical Kyle Trask performance. He had some nice passes, couple of good throws. Sometimes he looks very scared in the pocket. When he has to move on from his first read and the play breaks down, he doesn't adjust very well and threw an interception, but had some good throws.
How about,
it is what it is.
Did you see Jameis Winston's now? He's now the backup
for the Browns.
For the Browns.
Yeah.
Is he just going to be? Is he just good enough to be like that 15-year journeyman? That he went obviously from the Bucs. He was the number 1 overall guy, and then he played 4 years for the Bucs. Didn't we get rid of him on his 5th year rookie on his pickup year?
He played 5 years.
So we picked up his rookie deal, and then we got rid of him. And then he played. How many years did he play in New Orleans? 3.
Yeah, 3.
Right, and he was supposed to be the heir apparent, to Drew Brees. Was he not?
Mm-hmm.
They brought him in under Drew Brees, I think, last year. To get him for Drew Brees to work with him, and he never really panned out in New Orleans, and now he's on. Now is Cleveland his next team that he's on to now?
Yeah.
And is he going to be just like that? He's not going to start in Cleveland behind
Deshaun Watson.
He's just not. Deshaun Watson, if he ever returns pre-massage, happy ending.
They got another rookie QB over there too.
Yeah,
going into his second year, Dorian Thompson. I can't remember.
Robinson.
Yeah, thank you.
Didn't Deshaun only play half the games last year?
Yeah, he kind of had some, I think it was a shoulder issue, but he had some nagging injuries throughout the year.
But Browns made the playoffs last year.
Did they?
Yeah, I think the Browns made the playoffs. Let me check it. Check and see if the Browns Browns made the playoffs. Well, we got some NFL talk that we'll do next. We got the Just Kim story, Lummy, that I almost lost $1,000 on. Thank God for your wife.
Thank God that Bank of America came through, too.
Oh, my God. I hate talking to banks, but I called them up so fast once I knew I'd been bamboozled by a Nigerian cafe. Oh, my God. Wait till you hear how good.
You're losing it, Bubba.
No, I'm not. Wait till you hear how good this scam was. It got me. It almost got me for a G-ball.
Is it something we could pull off on our own?
No, we don't want.
I'm just looking, just in case this thing doesn't. Okay.
They got their ass kicked by the Texans 45-14 in the wild card.
But they did win. Hold on, but they were in the playoffs.
Yeah, they lost in the wild card.
I understand,
to the Texans.
but they made the playoffs.
Yeah,
Cleveland last year made the playoffs.
11-6.
And was that because of Deshaun Watson playing in the wild card game?
Yeah, it looks like.
Did they have Flacco last year?
Yes, they did. That was the hype going into the postseason.
Okay.
Was Flacco. He saved their season.
Watson was 5-1, and then obviously injuries got a hold of him.
Right. All right, so we'll get into some NFL stuff. We got to get into the Just Kim 1,000. Oh my God.
Well, you almost did. Wasn't it like? Didn't they try to get like $3,000 from you or something?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, jeez.
They asked for 2.
You settled for only throwing 1,000 away?
Well, I'm like, Kim, hold on. I don't want to tell the story and give it away.
Okay, all right.
I'll get to it next.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
I feel like the Texans played the Chiefs.
So the Bears are 2-0.
There's nothing there you do.
Because they played the Canton game.
Yeah, exactly.
How did Caleb look there?
He didn't play.
Oh, he did not at all?
No. Hall of Fame games, fucking. You don't fuck with that. I haven't even watched Hard Knocks yet.
I've never watched a season of it. Is it usually pretty good?
Yeah, it's real good. I'm just gonna let a couple episodes build up.
Where did they get that number from?
Yeah.
I think the most random.
Yeah, I had to look at it. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, whose price is that? And I looked. That's funny. And I'm proud to be an American. Where at least I know I'm free.
All right, Lummy, I'm going to send you
Forget
a text with the pictures of that these bad people were using.
Okay.
You're bad people.
I was eating disorder 71 months. Doug Harrington 33 months. Techniques 987 3 months. Stop and Go Steve 73 months. Stuck in Deion Stubb.
And I won't forget. Man, I gotta go to the Olympics in LA. Everybody was at the Olympics in France.
You'll be miserable.
No way, dude. They got flag football. And I heard they're kicking breakdancing out.
I think they are.
That was a quick decision. They fucking. It just. I get it, but it just didn't look. It didn't look like. It looked like it was a spring break MTV thing. It didn't look like it was like a.
Yeah, exactly.
Flag football, I'm telling you, these guys are going to tear their ACLs on the fucking sand. Watch. Watch how many guys get carted off.
Can't wait.
Remember who was it? Garrison Hurst? Long time ago?
Yeah.
They used to have beach, I think flag football, like around the Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl they did, yeah.
And I think he tore his knee and he never was the same again.
Well, he was a little older at that point too, but
Garrison was?
I thought when he hurt his knee.
He was though.
It was like a little before 30.
He was like a top 5 draft pick though, wasn't he? Back when they took running backs early?
Yeah, for the 49ers.
Yeah. Man, they just took running backs early back in the day. They didn't give a fuck. It was no big deal. Bears drafted Cedric Benson at number 4. Rest in peace.
Oh, he died?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was out of Texas, wasn't he?
Out of Texas, yeah, and
he was after Ricky Williams.
Yeah. He was not good for the Bears, but he went to Cincinnati and was really good for
That's
the Bears.
where he was there for what, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
The Bengals after the Bears.
Yeah. Bears drafted Curtis Enos in the first round, Rashawn Salam. I think Salam won the Heisman.
Yeah, with Penn State, right?
Mm-hmm. No, Salam went to Colorado. Enos went to Penn State.
Oh, okay. Benson died anyhow.
I think.
Cause he's not that.
No, it was like a car accident or something. I want to say car accident, but I know that's how Chris Henry died, falling out of the back of a truck. I think. Remember the wide receiver for the Bengals?
That's fucking weird too.
Yeah.
Well, just like what's his name from the Steelers? No, the Redskins.
Oh, Dwayne Haskins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking along the road.
Yeah.
Getting just slammed by a semi.
This guy's got a bow tie.
All right, let me. I just sent you another one to send to me.
Okay. Motorcycle collided with a minivan.
Oh man.
What happened?
We were just talking to Cedric Benson. In a proudly stand up.
A listener-supported sponge. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Fish on the J. Let me first in on the PayPal. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army, just like Snoop just said. Today we're scheduled to have an after show. I don't know if I'm going to be there or not. And if you find me today, if you're watching us on our various places to watch us, X, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and you're visually watching us and you are watching the during the breaks and stuff, you're going to see me on my phone quite a bit. I'm going to try to the standard template being trying to line up the next break, what I want to talk about, get that stuff ready. Like today, I had to just now I had to shoot you some stuff to send back to me so I could display it.
Yes.
So get the format that for me as Bubba Clem, stupid fat ass that cannot do radio, that sucks according to various places. Horrible, absolutely horrible, like the worst. Like how does he do it? How are people so stupid to think that this show is any good? My question is, what's better? What's out there that's so much better than this? I mean, if you're a sports radio guy, you can find something. You're not going to probably be listening to me. There's a lot of people that like sports radio, and and each market is saturated with either a nationally syndicated one that's piped in, or most larger markets still have that hometown sports show, sports station that has, hometown guys that talk about hometown stuff, usually. Even Green Bay, Lummy, I think, well, of course, because they're the only game in town, the smallest market, but I'm sure they have a local station that does nothing but just break the Packers down every which way but loose, right?
Yeah.
And then the Bucks during basketball season, and then the Brewers. Think about the poor state of Wisconsin. They only got 3 teams. They don't have a hockey team, right?
Right? Why are we feeling sorry for Wisconsin?
I don't know.
Okay.
We shouldn't
because they don't have great radio like what Bubba puts on.
Well, it was good radio when I was there. But anyway.
But the good thing is there's so many team-specific podcasts these days that, I mean, even if you don't have a radio station or your radio station sucks, that there's so many that cover the team. That's where I know a lot of people lean these days.
And here's the thing, man. You don't really, let's say that, you're, I'm just trying to think of, you're a Seattle Seahawks fan and you live in Tampa, Florida. Well, you may not be able to get the local Seattle affiliate, but you probably can through the iHeart app or some type of app. So you could probably listen to the flagship stations, show, the format and, every host and then breaking down the Seahawks. But I mean, you can go to YouTube and you can watch the coaches play, like the coaches press conference, the quarterback's press conference. So there's so much you can do on YouTube. You're just not stuck with, having to go read USA Today as to what your favorite team did, or not. So, this show here for just people that want to hear, I don't know, men talking about stuff. I got to think it's about as good as any other show out there.
Men talking about stuff.
Yeah, men talking about stuff. There's a lot of those shows, and God, I got to think that we're as good as the next show that's talking about stuff. So anyway, Lummy, it's a very sad situation. I don't want to get into it too much. But the Merch Crick's mom, and again, this isn't my mother, it's her mother, and so I don't know how much information I should necessarily, if it's my mom, I can tell you anything I want because it's my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my opinion, it's my mom. I can tell you the condition of my mom. I can tell you, like when my stepfather Eddie died, and my sister and I were the ones that, had to go in and decide to pull the plug. I think I've told that story.
Yes, you have.
On the air. So, Erica's, Merch Crick's mom went in about a month ago for what she thought was COVID. And it ended up being like a very, very, very nasty strand of COVID with a double pneumonia kicker. And I didn't, with like fibrosis, like honeycombing of the lungs. I guess that is a major. That's a major. What you get when you really catch COVID bad, you get what they call the honeycombing of the lungs, which at that point it scars the lung tissue and doesn't allow the lungs to be able to expand like they need to be able to function properly. You get this scarring. Sometimes, if you're lucky and you're young and you probably are diagnosed and you get on it, your body can like fix or recuperate or repair the honeycombing. Sometimes it cannot. So the Merch Crick's mom, about a month ago, goes to her local hospital. I'm not going to mention any names. And she's diagnosed with COVID. Now, this is Lummy after she's just returning from her honeymoon with Cocan Carlos. So she's just recently married. I married him, and they go on their honeymoon, and she catches this COVID with a double pneumonia kicker. Go to her local hospital. She's hospitalized for I think a week, and They release her. They say that she's over it, and they send her home with an oxygen bottle. So just to kind of, how you see old timers that got an oxygen bottle.
Yeah,
you see them.
There's a little cart they
like
roll
a tank.
around.
Well, yeah, they have like the tanks are teeny tiny now. The tanks are like maybe just a little bit bigger than the Bubba. The tanks are just a little bit bigger than the 40-ounce Stanley-inspired brand new Bubba tumbler.
Oh, really?
Don't forget you can get that part of a bundle pack, Lummy, if you go to BubbaArmyStore.com and look for, and you can get that, the backpack, and the tactical bag along with the 40-ounce for $89.99, a $15 savings for those people that are wired like Seth and wants to save a little bit of money.
I definitely, when you were telling the story, I was like, man, I would love to save some money here. I hope he talks about the backpacks.
When they can make my boner any harder over the Latina chick from Channel 10 as if Bubba talks about a $15 savings in some way, shape, or form.
I love a bundle of savings.
So Merch Crick's mom gets diagnosed that she can go home, but Lummy, she has a bottle of oxygen there that, she's supposed to hit, like use a little bit. And then she goes back to her doctor, and he's kind of gives her the all clear gimmick. Still keep your oxygen, because you got it, but you can kind of. So they went to Walmart. Her and Cocan Carlos. Erica's mom took the. I tweaked my ankle, or I'm a little bit heavy, and I got to have one of those. They have those
little carts.
Yeah, little carts. You and I should go to Walmart and take the carts. Because is there a rule where they have to go and say, sir, it looks like you can walk. You can't use the cart.
I'd like to see a Walmart guy try to stop us.
Let's do this. let's wrap our legs with big white ace bandages, and have crutches.
Bubba, I don't think you'd have to do anything.
Yeah, I've seen like young people get in there.
Hold on,
and
are you
do it.
saying that I come across so portly?
No.
That I could. No, I think yeah.
No, I'm saying that you look like a.
I think that you're saying I come across as such a fat old guy.
No.
That nobody would think twice if they saw me using a lark.
No, it's not that. It's like you look like a Walmart guy. You know. So inherently, if you put a Walmart guy in a wheelchair, I'm not questioning anything. There's nothing portly about looking like a Walmart guy.
But I'm a Walmart guy that's able-bodied. You're trying to already put me in a goddamn lark?
Well, I'm just saying with the short arms, could you throw people off?
Oh, he can't reach the crutches.
Seth, one of these days, do you think you and I want to fight? Like, you think you'd fight me?
Would we get oiled up or would we just go straight?
No, like we could just go straight. Either we could box or we could MMA. I don't think we should MMA because we could hurt each other.
Yeah.
But if we had the big bopper 14-ounce gloves and with headgear and a mouthpiece,
yeah,
we could probably box each other.
I'd fight you.
You would?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Maybe like April, May or something.
Yeah. We'll circle back.
Well,
around.
we don't want to do it. I mean, we're not nearly in. We both would have to train a little bit for it. Let me.
I want to go in cold like a street fight.
Let me.
Really? Yes,
Mark that down. That
Seth wants to fight you in April.
No. That Seth wants to just go ahead and go in say we're gonna fight tomorrow. Like go in cold street fight, no prep. So you let me know, Seth, when you want to fight.
You'll be hearing from me soon.
Okay, buddy.
Oh boy.
Tomorrow. Sponjo, what? I like to use Clem Kush as the opportunity to say that I'm ready to fight you, bitch. Those little T-Rex arms. That's right. I said you needed to be on a lark at Walmart, you fat ass. Look at you.
Can I fight you on the podcast? It should be an audio-only fight.
An audio fight? Yeah. I mean, people keep score okay, Bubba got 2 jabs, but Seth got 3.
Yeah, just they score based off sound.
And then Bubba had Bubba had what looked like to be almost a knockout, but then Seth just roundhoused him. Cowboy kicked him, and Bubba's down. You know what? Seth, have Steve Inman announce it.
Oh, that'd be good.
I've become friends with him.
I heard.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's supposed to do a video.
He's going to do a top 5 for us. I just got to write it. I got to give him the material that I want him to. It's going to be show stuff.
Yeah, of course. He's not making personal, commentary of fight videos just for your own personal use.
Well, right. Let me again. Much love to Average Joe. Go to averagejoetampa.com if you're looking for residential and or commercial landscaping needs. He's only been fired by one person in the history of his business, which was my mom.
Yeah.
And he was doing her lawn for free. And so I actually got in a little bit of an argument with my mom this weekend. I go, hey, Mom, why did you fire Aaron and Average Joe? He was doing that for free. She's like, that's exactly why I fired him, because I felt like I was taking advantage of him, Fleet. And I was asking him for a bill, and he said I would never get a bill, and I want a bill. And so I was like, man, don't tell Seth that. He'll have Seth's lawn service over there tomorrow.
What's a bill?
Seth will walk in with 2 weed whacker Ryobis, run him for 2 minutes, and charge Janie Cakes $100. I'm just telling you. I'm like, Mom. It's old school. It's it's Aaron's my boy, and you're my mom, and be like if Fabrizi came over here and he practically probably either do your roof for free or just dead cost.
Is that old school, Bubba, where you send your friends to do your mom's lawn?
No, but that's old school. No.
Okay.
That's not old school, Bubba. That's old school.
No, that's what I meant. It's old school to have your friends do your mom's lawn.
Well, no, but if your friends own a business and they can take care of your parents, they do. Let me, for instance.
What if you're an able-bodied man and you can take care of your parents?
What do you mean? I don't own a lawn service.
No, I know, but you got access to lawnmowers, right?
I went over there and used my electric chainsaw and cut out what I. But she wants some extensive stuff done. I'm not going out there and schlepping rock in a wheelchair in a wheelbarrow.
Right, making Mickey Mouse out of the hedges. I got you.
She she had this one palm tree that needed to be cut down, and then you had to cut it all up to get it out, and then she wanted all this area, all of the weeds and brush and all the bushes cut out, and then all white rocked, and that's way beyond. I could do it, but that's I got a guy.
Yeah,
I got a guy.
It's old school.
That exactly. I got a guy named Average Joe that has a huge landscaping deal, and so like his mom Melody Lummy. If there's something I could do for his mom, I would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
he lives up that way, so it wasn't really out of his way.
And he's my friend. He's my friend. Like if Elise and Larry needed a new roof, you know what I would tell Elise? Hey, Elise,
put a tarp on it.
I think I'd be a better son to her than you are.
Probably.
You would say, I would get, Bubba, this is Elise. Yes, Elise. Well, I called Seth, and he said for me to put a tarp on it. But I know you have a friend in the roofing business. Can you tell me his name, sweetheart? Yeah, you know what? His name's Richard Fabrizi, Elise, and I'll get him up there to look at it. And, do me a favor, though. Get 3 estimates from other roofing companies, and then that'll just show you how good of a deal you're going to get for Richard on what he's going to do, because I'm going to tell him that you're like family, okay?
And I'll tell you what, you want a skag too? I'll call my skag guy. I'll get you a skag and a free roof.
I don't think Elise and Larry would know what to do with a skag.
A tiger tail just right behind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't speak of my dad like that, okay?
I'm sorry.
He knows very well what to do with the 0 returns.
So you're saying don't disrespect Larry like that. This is where you got to bow up for your pops, right?
Yeah, my pa used to show me how to mow the lawn by pulling it, or never being able to get it to start.
Pull the string.
Yeah. My dad would do it 20 times. He'd have to wipe the sweat from his brow.
Right.
I'm thinking he's mad at me.
You can't
I'm
get
saying,
it
should I give it a pull?
And then and then end up you guys just go back inside. Be like, screw it. You know what? I heard the White Sox are on.
Let's get a lawn guy.
Yeah. Let's get a lawn guy. So anyway, I don't know how I got down this road.
Oh, because I think you were talking about the trailer that he dropped off, but
yeah, thank you so much, Average Joe. I cannot thank you enough, my friend.
I sent you all those pictures and everything from your Saturday.
Yeah, from Just Kim. So I just want to let you know that Merch Crick's mom was then was cleared to. I think we got into Walmart, Lummy.
Yes.
And so so Virginia, which is Merch Crick's mom. She's cleared by her primary doctor after she gets over COVID with pneumonia. This was 30 days ago. She's cleared by, she just didn't go out on her own and start doing stuff. She went to her primary. Her primary said, yeah, you can gradually start kind of doing stuff. And Cocan Carlos Lummy said, she's been wanting to go to Walmart. And the doctor said, hey, take her oxygen bottle and make, they have those complimentary, LARC deals.
Yes.
So she got on the complimentary LARC deal. She had her oxygen, and she was so happy because she'd been in the hospital for, a week or so. Then she'd been cooped up in the house for 2 weeks. So even going to Walmart, as long as you're on the LARC and you got your oxygen, that's at least you're getting out, seeing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she, after getting back from Walmart, and I don't know if she overexerted herself or what, but the next day, she just was really short of breath. And, it's now my understanding that I think she may have irritated her lungs that were not completely healed, and then, accelerated the process that we're dealing with right now. And so what happened was she goes back to the hospital, and they're like, oh, man, your lungs have gotten worse. And, it's bad. It's bad. It's and then they had to put a tube down her throat or something like that. Because a lung had collapsed. And so this all started out with, COVID, double pneumonia, get released, weren't fully recovered, overdid it, back in the hospital, collapsed lung. They're freaking out. And the hospital she goes to, not every hospital is like a pulmonary, they can handle it, but it's not, once you get too far down the woods in the pulmonary thing, then you have to go to a hospital that specifically has pulmonary, lung and pulmonary equipment, and they're experts at that. You know what I'm saying? So the place that she's at, Lummy, she quickly starts deteriorating. and they send her to, I'm not going to say where, but it's in Pinellas County, and it's where like all the it's the pulmonary and lung trauma center of Pinellas County. It's like where the best of the best are. Like if you had a situation like Virginia did, where you were having major pulmonary and lung issues, this is the place you go to. So they send her there. And that was 13 or 14 days ago. The reason why is because the Merch Crick has kept extensive notes. I feel so sorry for her. I just can't tell you. She gets, Lummy, for the last 14 days, she gets up with me at 3:40. She makes me breakfast. She's one hell of a woman. Although I've told her, hey, I can do myself. I can fix my own eggs. I can fend for myself. But she's like, no, this allows me to keep my mind off of it and be structured and leave at a certain time. So when I leave for work at 4:45, she leaves and goes to the hospital. And for the last 14 days, including this weekend, she was at her mom's bedside from 4:30 from 5 a.m. till 8 p.m. Never left her mom's bedside. I really almost feel like crying. Was holding her hand, even though her mom had been things had quickly deteriorated, and her mom was, put on a what they call an ECMO machine that cleans your blood and breathes for you, and then they did a major surgery where they bypassed her heart so that her heart wasn't feeding her lungs anymore, so that her lungs could heal on the ECMO machine, and in doing so, they put her in a medical coma. So 13 days ago, Erica's mom was in a medical coma. So when you're bedside with somebody that's in a medical coma, it's you're not getting any feedback, but you're basically just talking to somebody that is dead. You're not dead, but
sleeping,
being keeping alive by a machine, and you're trying, and just the 14-day journey of people coming in and making adjustments of the machine and trying to wean her off the medical coma, and then completely weaning her off 3 or 4 days ago, and us expecting or being told by the doctors that she should start coming around. And then, Lummy, they had to reposition the ECMO. This ECMO machine, Lummy, literally, I'm not kidding you, it sucks out all of your blood, not at the same time, and cleans it, takes the carbon dioxide out, adds oxygen to the blood, and then pipes it back in. I mean, and it comes out like they take it out in your left groin, that major artery down there, and they put it back in on your other one, right? Think about it. And I'm talking about tubes, Seth, that are like this big. Let me, if you were to do an okay, like each man right now, if you go okay. Oh, I actually think that term means some kind of white power stuff.
Sure does.
Well, I don't know. Listen, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to describe the diameter of the tube used on my what would be potential mother-in-law, future mother-in-law. So they're tubes that big, like they're big tubes. And one goes in one leg and one comes out the other, and this machine cleans the blood, and this is like what you got to do in order to heal what she has. Then they're like, okay, well, her lungs aren't healing at the rate that they need to be, so we're going to continue to try to get her stable in order to, and then they say this word. This was a week ago. They tell the family that we need to get her stable so that she can have a lung transplant. So we're like, hold on. We went from being sent home because you're okay and you can start living your life as long as you use the Lark at Walmart to she's in a full medical induced coma, being kept alive by what they call an ECMO machine, and we need to get her stabilized to get a lung transplant. That's where we are. How did we get here? And listen, I'm not insinuating that anybody did anything wrong medically. It's just like my mind is blown as to how sick and how quickly this all crept in. Again, I'm not insinuating that any hospital or any doctor or any diagnosis was wrong. My mind's blown that, just 10 days ago, we were talking about just, her lungs healing off of this ECMO machine, and we're going to probably be okay. So Erica or Merch Crick has gone and been by her side all just every day, and just really worn her out. And I feel for her, because I think so. Last night, she gets a call at like 2:30 in the morning, and they tell her that her mom didn't have a good night, or is not having a good night, and the levels, it's all about levels and different stuff, and it's not looking very good. She's not getting better. And so today, Merch Crick left, and with the caveat of maybe having to pull the plug today. So that's just the worst thing a person could ever have to do, is to pull the plug on somebody that, is your immediate family. Your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, your sister.
She had a post on Facebook yesterday afternoon that things were getting better, and that when you went to the hospital, she was like, could tell that she heard your voice.
Yeah, I went yesterday and was talking to her, and she would open her eyes up. She'd open them up just a little bit when I would talk, because I haven't been there, as much as Erica. And it looked kind of, you when you gravitate to just the littlest things, when, your loved one sitting there, and even just an eye open, you maybe get a little crazy over that we're getting somewhere. So anyway, this goes back to me checking my phone, because I'm checking my phone for updates. The family is and you know what? I feel so bad, Lummy, because I can't take this time. Like, I have to be here. I got to be here to do this show. And it's not at a critical point. Well, it is at a critical point, but it's not my decision to make. Like, it's not mine. It's Merch Crick's decision. And I can't. My sister and I made the decision for my stepfather, Eddie, because we obviously, that's what we have to. We have position, if you will, standing. But I can't make that call for her. That's a call she has to make with her and her immediate family. So I think they're all there, or at least heading there, or getting briefed by the doctors or something as we speak. And there's a chance where I may miss the after show today, because if they decide to do that, I got to be there for that. I can't let the Merch Crick not. I mean, that would be a dick move for me not to be there. And quite frankly, I should be there now. But it's a slippery slope between missing, just sitting there waiting for everybody to get there, and the doctor sometimes let me don't get there till 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, they may not even be having this.
Did they tell her to did they tell her to do it today?
Well, she went to the hospital with the nurse saying, I think it may be time for your family to start talking about arrangements.
Oh man.
So that's
a tough
That's
scene.
what was given to her, and that's what she left me when I gave her a hug and a kiss goodbye today. That's the information that was given to me. And so then I told her, hey, probably the doctor, I don't know what time the doctors are going to get there, but I basically told her I was standing by and I can be there, in 30 minutes. So let me hopefully I can get the show in.
Yes.
But if not, I'll just slide over and let you run the board.
Okay.
And you guys just do, and you know what? Just do your best.
All right.
Do your best. Realize that you're on, you're not on an uncensored format. You're on terrestrial radio. You guys have all done terrestrial radio long enough. You guys can whip something up. And so,
thanks for the belief.
I believe in you guys.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ben Gunn, $40 for Merch Crick.
Thank you.
Sorry. And Ben Gunn, another $40 to punch the smart-ass Seth in the face. Sorry.
Well, Seth may call me out one of these days and want to go in cold. So, that was a little took me back a little bit, Lummy, when Seth said, I'm ready to go right out,
So did I. You wanted to go in, cold.
Yeah, like you want to go in cold.
Why overthink it, Why overthink it or be in shape?
Right.
You see all these street fights all the time.
Why overthink it or be in shape?
Right,
It's going to be the same result 6 months from now, so let's just go.
We see guys kick each other's ass all the time without proper training or, anything. Know what's going on.
Might as well just be them.
Yeah.
Two fat, out of shape guys boxing like two cats, a bunch of little bitches. None of us have any real form or anything.
No.
None of us have. I've been in a couple real fights. I had the fight with who was the DJ?
Dave McKay.
Dave McKay
kicked his ass.
So I don't know. Whatever.
That was set up, but I got you.
No, it wasn't.
Set up to take a dive. R.I.P. Dave McKay.
Was it set up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I always believed Bubba kicked his ass.
Lummy.
It's like Christmas.
Lummy. It wasn't set up.
Oh, Seth lying?
You think Dave McKay, who is as much of a man's man as I am, is going to take a fall? First of all, there was no payday. Nobody made any money. It was for a charity for the Diacos and some kind of books back to school kind of deal. Tony Dungy, Mike Allstott, and Derek Brooks were the three judges. And I went in there, Lummy, and I actually the problem was Dave McKay had some Taekwondo dojo train him, and I had Fabrizi took me down to I forget where Winky Wright got trained in St. Pete, Lummy. It's right down in there's
South St. Pete.
Oh yeah, there's no air conditioning. It's just old school. It's like something you see in a Rocky movie, and you have young 14-year-old African American boys after school coming over there and hitting the bag, and tough kids. Then you had some 17, 18-year-olds, Lummy, that are in there that the old. I think his name's Dan. His name's Dan. He ran a big boxing camp. He did Winky Ride. I think he might have managed Jeff Left Hook Lacey. So anyway, he was a legendary boxing trainer here in town, and Fabrizi knew him, and that's who I got trained with. And do you know how? He taught me two things, Lummy. That's it. Two things. Hate to give my secret away to Seth. How to jab. He doesn't even care about what kind of right you're going to throw. If you see him drop his left, then just throw a haymaker in there if you want. But I just want a constant, irritating jab right down the middle. So that'll keep him off of you. And then he learned me how to. Then he learned the other thing I learned, Lummy. I only had two things. One, how to jab, and then two, how to take a punch. So after I do my jabbing lessons, then I'd have to go in the ring, Lummy, and let them have guys hit me in the face.
Yeah, Dan Birmingham was the guy.
Yes, Dan Birmingham. And have guy, but not hard, not, the real just kind of baby punch me in the face. And so if you get baby punched in the face enough, and then they progressively, Lummy, as you're training, those punches get harder and harder, so that the first time you get hit in the fight, you've been hit before, and you got a feeling, it's oh, okay, this is not a big deal.
That's kind of what you told Stein.
Right. But that's and I got to think that me and Rob Kahn were major reasons why Stein won that fight.
Of course.
We took over his corner. Hank, rest in peace. He was in no condition to give any advice.
He was on 4 8 balls.
He was exactly. So me and Rob took over, and all we said was, Stein, you got a distinct reach advantage over this guy. So just keep your left hand active punching. Just keep it active. And so Lummy, the first time we go out, ding ding, I now am jabbing. And a lot of my jabs are hitting, are hitting, because he didn't, And then Lummy, I rocked him 2 or 3 times, and in the first round he took a knee because he'd never been hit. He never really experienced.
Oh, he rang his bell.
Yeah, I rang his bell, and he took a knee in the first round. I won the first round 10-9, and then in the second round, Lummy, he actually turned his back and to the corner. We're fighting, and he just turned around, which usually means you quit. So the referee had to ask him, "Are you quitting? Is your corner throwing in the towel?" And they're like, "No," but that counted as a standing 8 count. So I won the other. I think I won 10-8, 10-8. So Lummy, there's no way I can lose unless he knocks me out. So going into the third round for Breezy, who's my corner guy, and Dan Lummy, they said, "Listen, just put your hands up and rope or dope the entire time. Like, you don't have to throw one punch because you're up 20-16 right now.
You just can't get knocked out.
Like, as long as he cannot knock you out, there's no way. Because the worst you can lose a round without getting knocked down is 10-9. If there's no see, and then the more you get knocked down, they take a point away. Let me. So if you win a round, it's 10-9. If you win a round by knocking a guy down, it's 10-8. So I knocked him down 2 times. I'm up, 20-16. All I got to do is just not get knocked out. So he came out. He did look good in the third. He was just wailing me, but he wasn't doing anything. Like, let me out. My fat protected me on the bottom, and then my, thick little T-Rex arm protected me on my top. So I was victorious. But Lummy, and the big controversy as well. Man, did you see that third round, man? Dave McKay, really? Bubba didn't even throw a punch.
Yeah, I'm reading a little article. It says that the
Why don't you
fans
go ahead and read it.
Oh, it just says the crowd that showed up for Friday's boxing, because it's tempe time, so it blocks out the rest. But by the end of 3 rounds, the fans all were chanting Dave McKay's name to rally around Dave McKay to beat Bubba, and then it stops.
Yeah.
I can't read the rest.
Sorry, I beat your little buddy there. So
well, thank God I know it wasn't set up.
No, it wasn't set up at all, Seth. So don't quit throwing those Seth mean.
Come on, Bubba. You were in your prime. You're not. You couldn't have lost back then.
All right, thanks. So anyway, just know today that I'm going to continue to be checking my phone, probably more so than ever, looking for an update. And I could, if she would text me and say, "Hey, you need to get here now," then I got to go. But
did she have an update yet? Because I know the doctor is comes in at 7 or so. Or that's when they get there, I think.
Well, I've
6 or 7.
I keep checking my phone. No
text.
I do have something. I think somebody sent me some additional information with regards to that NASCAR issue.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
You got to tell a story about getting scammed too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I sent you all the pictures and all that kind of stuff.
I got to get into, formerly drunk Kim, now just plain Kim. As let me, to give her some credit. She really, the last few events has been quite, joyful.
Yes, she has.
Drunk Kim's reputation was to get so drunk that she would just, be so irritating and be like, "Baba, come over here for a picture. Now go over here." Like, she'd be trying to be like my handler, all in her drunkenness. And I'd be like, Kim, stop. She's like, "Okay, listen, so come over here now. All right, now these fans want some pictures. Come over here now." I'd be like, she just would let me be hanging all over not just me, but everybody. She was trying to hurt us all. Like, she was all that. Well, Kim has changed her ways, and she's, I think sober now. And
there's a good man in her life. I think that she's. I think that she can. I think she keeps it under control.
Yeah, she still drinks.
All right, good.
But yeah,
she's got a good man in her life. And, the last 2 events, Kim's been okay. She's been just plain Kim. I got a just plain Kim high spot that will blow your mind. Almost got $2,000 from me.
But, I was looking at the pictures, Bubba, man. Those are some good deals.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, wait till you see what happened. I got that. And then what else do I got to get into the NFL? We have an NFL to get into.
TMZ Gawker.
And the TMZ Gawker deal. And then the NASCAR deal.
Yep. Yeah.
So let me do some words so I'm not so late, Lummy. We'll start with the just Kim deal. Okay.
Perfect.
Right.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com
right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.
trying to give it to Craig the Barber. Hey, Pinellas is back to school also.
Are they?
Yeah. Probably gonna have some people listen that haven't listened in a while.
Let me.
Yes, sir.
Not everything came through.
Okay.
The front-on picture of the Ranger, the front-on picture didn't come through. The camper, the trailer.
The trailer's on there.
Okay.
I'm saying it's because it.
Hold on. Let me just show you what it looks like to me.
No,
this is what it looks like to me. Okay? This I can't click on. This I've clicked on and it's
behind it.
No, I understand it's behind it. But okay. All right, I got it. It's just It just comes up as these blank things.
For some reason, the messenger's not.
And then I need you to send me that NASCAR shit.
listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
It's men talking about stuff. Yes, stuff.
Your messenger is frustrating me today.
Sent to Facebook too. Yes, I'm about to talk with Macho about the messenger.
All right, hold on. Here's now. What's this right here?
That's your NASCAR link.
That's my That's my NASCAR link.
Yes.
Which, that's got to go somewhere. Hold on here. All right. Okay. And then what? See this right here.
Because it was just text. I can't. I'd have to redo it.
All right. Well,
give me a second. I'll redo it.
No, I mean. Well, yeah, because I mean, I guess I can probably read this, can I? I can this. I'll just read this.
Okay.
All right. So Saturday morning, Merch Crick is at the the hospital, and Lummy, I got all the boys over here at 9:00. The Get Fresh crew working from AC problems to roof leakage to cleaning out 2 containers to hanging our new dock, a fabricator of the star sign. Oh, you should see how beautiful our sign looks.
It's nice.
I actually Lemmy came over here last night at 9:00 and took a picture so I could see it in the dark.
Did you, Lummy?
I did. No, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
Okay.
I did.
I was gonna say Lummy drove from Wesley Chapel over here to take a pic.
I drove.
Dedication.
I could have taken my e-bike if I wanted, but I drove the mile and 1.4 miles. I live from the studio last night. Try to get the Merch Crick's mind off of stuff. And so anyway, Saturday morning, Just Kim, formerly Drunk Kim, who is, like our Facebook friend on, not only is she a friend of the show's and follows the Bubba the Love Sponge Show Facebook, but she's also a personal friend. I have a Bubba Clem account that's my kind of like my personal deal.
Yes.
And then I have a show account, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show Facebook, and then there's the Bubba Raceway Park.
I fixed it for you.
Okay, thank you. Bubba Raceway Park one. And then Lummy just most recently opened up a Bubba Army HQ Facebook, which at that point I'm just trying to repurpose, things that we're doing that probably that I'm posting on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, but put it on there too. So I got 4 different accounts, and I got like a little drop down deal. So I see that I have a message. No, Merch Crick gets a hold of me first thing and says, "Man, you've got to go to Drunk Kim's." Or she actually sends me a link to formerly Drunk Kim and now Just Plain Kim. She sends me a link to Just Plain Kim's Facebook page, and it's a Facebook Marketplace posting, and it talks about how her father had passed away. Lummy, it's all been taken down now. Talks about how her father just passed away, and she was selling the following items. And so, she had an F-150 truck. So hold on, I got to show you these.
Oh man,
these pictures.
You got bamboozled by truck parts.
No, actual truck.
Oh, sorry.
So, F-150 truck, $4,500 for this. Now, I'm thinking to myself, I think it's a 2006. F1. I looked at the Kelly Blue Book on it, and the lowest it was going for was like $9,200.
Well, someone said, "Is that an F350?"
No, but
heavy duty.
But hold on, it's an F150.
Okay,
it's an F150, and it's a 4x4.
Oh Jesus!
And so this is $10,000. This is $10,000 all day, all day, all day. That's $10,000, and she's. I'm trying to find. I got to find your messenger again. Damn it. So many damn effing pages here going.
A lot of windows going, yeah.
So, Lummy, they got the truck listed for $4,500. Jeez. 40. I should just put this message over here. Yeah, there we go. So they got the truck listed for $4,500. So I'm like, I
Were you going crazy?
Yeah, I'm like 45. So
it's a badass truck.
So then they list a dump trailer for $1,000.
Oh.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that dump trailer right there is worth about $8 to $10 grand.
Is it?
I would have bought that thing for $1,000.
I'm telling
That's
you
a
right.
nice trailer.
That's a.
Looks like Bubba bought it.
No, well, I didn't. I was trying to.
Is that the one you were trying to buy too?
They got this listed for $1,000. They got this. Hold on, let me just.
Man, this is a great scam.
So they got this F450. I'm sorry, this F150 4x4 for $4,500. And let me. I just gave you one picture, but they went and showed the interior. There was no scratches. It had, like.
It was an old man that was driving it, supposedly.
Exactly. So then they said they got a dump trailer for $1,000. I look at this thing. I'm like, I know dump trailers. I've tried to buy them. That's a $10,000 to $15,000 dump trailer all day, especially with the hydraulic double axle on me. That is all day 10 grand. So then they got a tractor listed for $3 grand, but I can't find them. I'm like, well, maybe they made a typo. So then Lummy, I can't find the Honda Accord. Let
me see if I get back up.
Oh man.
So then they have a tractor listed for $3 grand, but I can't find the tractor. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they
already sold.
Maybe it already sold or something. But man, I got to get that F-150 and I got to get that dump trailer like fast. So then, Lummy, they have this Polaris. This Gator Ranger for $2,500. Now, Lummy, this thing's brand new. It shows you the engine compartment. It shows you the interior, and they want $2,500 for this thing. And Lummy, these things go for $15 grand all day. I got a John Deere one that was given to me back when I was the spokesperson for Everglades heavy equipment deal. Went at the bone, and at the time that I got my John Deere one, which was probably not as even nice as this one, it was $15 grand. So they want $2,500 for this, and then
I sent you the Honda.
What are you thinking, Bubba, when you're seeing this? Do you think it's too good to be true, or are you just like, how is this happening? Do you feel bad that Kim has lost her dad?
So then they got this Honda Accord, and I'm like, and they want $3,000 for this. So I look up 2012 Honda Accord 6-cylinder. And they're like 10 grand, 9 grand.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Right. And so I message, I don't have Drunk Kim's cell. I message Drunk Kim and I go, I shouldn't call her Drunk Kim. It's just plain Kim. So I message her, Lummy, because we're friends, personally on my Facebook page. And this is where, Merch Crick's going crazy and be like, we've got to get some of this stuff. We'll flip them. We'll make money.
Flipping Accords? That's the way to go. I'm wasting my time on baseball cards.
Yeah.
They could be doing these deals.
Hold on, Seth. If you're buying an Accord for $3 grand and it's worth 10 grand, and all you got to do is nothing and all you got to do is list it on Marketplace and have a couple schleps come kick the tires, and you're making $7 grand. I mean, you got Seth used cars right now. I mean, I'm telling you.
Oh my God, Bubba!
You're flipping 2 cars a month.
I drove 40 miles and spent 8 hours just to flip a Webinyama car to make $17.
Right.
So you are really on it.
I mean, you say, hey, Phoebes, I got this new hustle. I'm going to buy a car each month, a good sound car, and I'm going to keep it at Bubba's. And then I'm just going to flip it and double my money. Every $3,000 car I make 6 on.
Oh, God.
So I'm thinking, Lummy, God dang, I'm going to flip this. Or, Merch Crick's son, Vicente, his Ford, I think, Focus or whatever the hell it is. It's getting kind of long in the tooth. I'm like, we'll give this to Vicente, right? And sell his Focus and keep his, whatever. So I get a hold of Kim. I said, hey, Kim, can you hold the following things for me? Because I'm here. I am at the station, working with you guys.
Yeah.
I can't make it there today, but I can make it there tomorrow. I said, can you hold the following things for me? I think I want to buy them. and I can, go and get you the money on Sunday. So she texts back and says, I'm out of town for a funeral or whatever. I don't get back till the 15th. Why don't you send me a deposit so that I can take these off of Facebook?
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. You kind of makes sense.
You thought she was kind of being a businesswoman?
Yeah, and I didn't have a problem with it because I was like, you know what? I know for a fact I'm going to buy that truck. I know for a fact, I'm going to buy that dump trailer.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I'm going to buy that Gator Ranger. I know for a fact I'm going to buy that Honda Accord. So, if I could
everything
see.
Everything up that list was right up your wheelhouse.
Right. They had a camper that I was going to flip.
Oh, my God.
There's other things that I don't have pictures of.
I can't imagine the hopes and dreams that you had planned out while all this was happening.
Yeah, well, not hopes and dreams, but
Well, I mean, you were seeing dollar signs. You're flipping this, flipping that.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but I'm also getting, maybe I wanted to keep the truck.
Sure.
Let me, and the track buy it. Have the track buy it from me because we need a new truck up there. And then just whatever. It was like, man, it's too good. It almost sounded felt too good to be true. Like, why would you be selling a Honda Accord that is worth $10,000 for $3,000? So that's why I needed to get up there, Seth, find out where it was, and see if they all start, and if indeed they are as advertised. Is this Honda Accord really this sharp and there's no rust on it and there's no dents on it? This is really the car, that you're showing me. So she goes to me and she goes, listen, in order to pull them off Facebook, I need a deposit. So I said, okay, I understand that because, it just sounded too good. I need this stuff.
Yeah. And like you said, she was, you said her father died?
Yeah.
So maybe they're just trying to get rid of it.
So I go.
Bubba offers no condolences so far in this story. It's like, let me get his stuff.
So she goes, I go, well, listen, Kim, I don't have Kim's cell phone number and she doesn't have mine. I have Rainbow Rick's, but I don't have Kim's. Man law. I mean, I don't want her having my number.
Yeah.
She needs to get a hold of me. She can get a hold of me like Facebook Messenger, and that's how we've been communicating. So I go. She goes, well, why don't you Zelle me the money? Well, in order to Zelle somebody the money, you got to have their cell phone number. Mostly. So I go, okay, Kim, well, give me your cell phone number. And I mean, how much she's like, I need $1,000 deposit in order to pull all this stuff down. And I was like, I did come back and be like, Kim, how about that? Can I just go look at it on Sunday and then I'll just, if I want it, I'll give you the money. Do I really have to give you $1,000? I wasn't trying to be like Seth or nothing, but I was just trying to be I don't want to be just laying out $1,000. I mean, there's still, I didn't think there was any uncertainty behind this at this point. I don't think there's a bad guy in the woodpile at all at this point. So I'm thinking, okay, I get it.
Did you actually write her back and go, do I really need to give you $1,000?
Yeah.
Or you just were, okay.
Yeah, I said, hey, do I really need to give you $1,000? I mean, I'm going to be there tomorrow. And she's like, yeah, you really do. I'm sorry, but, I got a lot of people that are interested in this, but I want to give it first to you. So I was like, okay, I get it. Because, she's probably got, there's a lot of people that just scour Facebook looking for marketplace deals.
Of course, yeah.
Because, there's a lot of good deals on Facebook Marketplace.
There is.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, Kim, give me I'll Zelle you $1,000. From my business account, and tell me I need your cell phone number. She goes, I don't have cell service right now.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm not able to talk on the phone right now. So why don't you just use my Hotmail account? And because Zelle will take Hotmail. So I'm like, okay. So at this point, I'm still think I'm talking to Kim. So I go, okay. So and then the person goes, actually, I'm going to go ahead and be honest. You need to make it 2,000 because my inbox is blown up and I could sell this stuff right now. So you need to make it 2,000 if I'm going to pull it down.
Bubba, I'm getting creeped out right now. Like I have a really like a weird feeling that's come over me.
You should, because this is a very
the person on the other end knew they had you, and then they're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get some more because this guy really wants the dump trailer."
So hold on, wait till you hear this though, Seth. It gets far more advanced and far more creepy.
Oh.
Like, yes, at this point, Lummy, I'm thinking. So I said, okay. So she gives me I shouldn't say she because Kim's not behind this. In fact, Kim has reported it to Facebook and has had to pull her account down, and Kim got hacked.
Yes.
By some unbelievable hacker. So the first thing that they did is they went and copied her entire Facebook account. Then they went, Lummy, and found, items that people would like, guys, and just, you got a dump trailer, you got a used Honda Accord, you got an F-150, you got a trailer.
What do they do? Run the demographics on her friends or something?
No, but you just,
I was going to say that everything listed there was perfect for you.
Right. So, and then they put like they make these insane like deals. Like, again, something that's worth 10 grand, Seth, all day. Like literally, Seth, you could take that pickup truck down to your any local reputable car dealership and say, hey, you know what? I'm not really interested in trading anything in, but I'd like to just sell this to you. What will you give it to me? They'd look in their little book. It's worth $10,500. You know what? We'll give you 80. You know what, Mr. Kushner? We'll give you $8,500 for it.
Awesome.
And you'd be like, yeah, sucker, because I only paid $45, bitches. Right?
Yeah.
You'd take the $8,000 all day, would you not?
I surely would.
Right. So they make the prices just so that you can't even hardly believe it. So, Lummy, I go to type in.
By the way, everybody else in the world would be freaked out by Hotmail, but because you use AOL, Bubba, Hotmail is like a step up, so you're not tipped off by it.
Thank you.
Sorry. I didn't
for that confidence in my pop culture ability.
I'm just letting you know. Okay. Go ahead. You've been through enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm through a lot right now.
Sorry.
Now I'm getting.
You thought you were going to have the Accord of your dreams, and now nothing.
I thought at least Vicente was going to get a new car.
I thought, looking pretty good.
Even if I didn't sell any of these things, I knew that Lummy, the track. I mean, I knew I was going to be able to tell Tom, what, Bubba? I got a 4x4 F-150, 2000 and whatever, for $4,500. And the track would write me a check, Lummy.
Perfect
for 40. I wouldn't want to, like charge the track too much, but it'd be we need one, and it'd be a great deal. Hey, Vicente, what? You know that, 2006 Ford Focus that's on its last leg? Yeah. How would you like a 2011 Honda Accord? Please.
Thanks.
I love it.
Thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Pops. Sorry about Grandma.
Oh, no.
So, the person, I think I got a screenshot of it. So
when they tried to jam you up for 2K, what happened, Bubba?
Well, so I go, okay, whatever. And so let me get the screenshot. So what I think is just plain Kim. Let me see. I think I took. Okay, here we go. So
were you mad when they asked for 2? Because you hate getting dinged.
Well, no, I kind of was.
I mean, come on, because she's like Mark,
right?
Bubba.
And I'm thinking like, man, that Kim wouldn't do that to me.
You weren't feeling like a superstar at the moment.
So I put 2,000, and when the person that stole her identity gives me the Hotmail, it comes up Howard Cunningson. And I'm gonna show it to you. I actually took a picture of Bank of America. God bless you for what. I'm never gonna bitch, Lummy, when they deny something and want you to call in and verify that it's you. Sometimes that'll happen.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
You're like, oh my God, I hate this. Are you kidding me? I'm never going to bitch about that ever again, because Bank of America fraud and security systems, knowing that I've never sent $2,000 to a Howard Cunningson with a Hotmail account, additionally, absolutely immediately flagged it, and it said additional security required. Please allow up to 24 hours for your payment process. So, Lummy, you can see, I'm putting up on the camera, that's my $2,000 that I sent. What was a guy named Howard Cunningson.
What was the
Cunningson?
Did the Hotmail have anything of Kim's name in it, or was it?
No, it was like something. But then once that Hotmail aggregated to who it was registered, it came to the Hotmail account was like fish.
Okay, fishing and fun. Yeah, Hotmail.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes up to a Howard Cunningson. and so now this is where it gets. So I got my text exchange.
You're still good though, Bub. Everything this is still like you still believe this at this point. Because you said the 2K. So
all right. So here I'll just go through my exchange. I go click Kim. Please put a hold on the following. I think I might want them. She and then I send a picture of all the things that I want. Okay.
Okay. The
dump trailer, the Ranger 4-wheeler, another utility trailer, a camper, a Honda Accord, an F-150, and a Polaris 450 Sportsman 4-wheel drive. So I say to her. I say, hey, Kim, let me get my message back. I say, boom. Kim, I think I want the following. Will you please hold? She says, I'd love to hold them, but kind of need a deposit. I said, is all this stuff in the Tampa area? She said, yes, it's in the Tampa area. I can give you an address. I said, okay, can I go look before giving you a deposit? She says, listen, my inbox is absolutely jammed full of everybody that wants this stuff. I really would like to get a deposit. I said, are you sure I can't go look at them and then just give you the money then? She said, no, I need some sort of requirement, deposit. How about $2,000? I said, can I send $1,000? Don't forget, I'm going to look at this tomorrow and I'll make you whole. She's like, no, I'd prefer 2,000.
Wow.
You wouldn't believe 20 new messages since we've been chatting.
Oh, my God.
I go, okay, by what means should I get this to you? I said, and
did it give you that sense of urgency, Bubba, when she said that other people were looking at it? Did you feel like I got to just do this?
Yeah. So, so I said, she says, Zelle. I said, okay, give me your cell number. I don't have it. When I say she, I shouldn't say she. It's the person. It's Ahmed in a Nigerian, internet cafe.
It could be the boxer from Algeria, Bubba. We don't even know what's going on.
That's true.
She's like, listen, I'm spotty cell service. How about an email? Send the Zelle to the following email. So I actually sent the Zelle to this email. That's where that screenshot that I showed Seth. Here, this is what it looked like, Seth. Look. So it said, and it said pending. And so then I said, please take those items off. I'm still not thinking
that you got bamboozled.
Right. I said, I just sent you 2,000. She said, the bad guy says, listen, you need to call your bank and get them to take the hold off. There's currently a hold on here, and it will require you to call the bank. I said, Kim, I'm literally in the middle of hanging a sign at the studios along with a bunch of other people here, and we're getting stuff. I cannot talk on the phone to the bank. And then I said, actually, I probably need to call you to make sure this is you. Right?
Oh, wow.
And she says, and so she calls through Messenger. Let me how you can call through Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pick up. Nothing there. You can't hear anything, nothing. So then I get a video call.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, okay, that's even better, right?
This is like a horror movie.
Yeah. So I want you to see. Hey, I want you to see where it says video call. I want you to see the.
Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah.
So.
Man.
So she video calls me. Now all this has been taken down, like the actual video and stuff like that, because she's locked her account up. So I get a video call, and they went into Kim's Facebook and found a video of her, a 38-second video of her.
Oh my God.
Talking like talking with her glasses on. It's Kim, but there's no audio.
Oh my God.
There's no audio. So I go, Kim, and then they try again. And I go,
are you freaked out at all during this?
And no, and at this point, I'm just thinking, well, maybe it really is Kim.
And she doesn't have good audio.
And she,
spotty cell service.
Indeed, so I go, Kim, I can't hear you talking. And so I said, send me back another video. I mean, try to video call me again. Well, they're using the same 38-second video. So, they only have one video. These bad guys only have one video of her.
I mean, that's enough, Bubba.
I know, but when I got all three of them and I looked at them because they're trying to get me, hooked. They got me hooked. See, Seth, you got to understand these stinky, let's call them Nigerians.
Okay.
Because that's where a lot
this
of
is
stuff.
a lot more advanced than the Prince of, Kuwait is locked up in 2000.
I know. So listen.
Bubba, just wait till they get AI voice.
Yeah. Oh my God. So anyway, listen. So they're and so Seth, they can see because I've sent during the messenger. I sent the screenshot of the bank
saying it was pending,
and then they got the notice that they had received 2,000, but it was going to require a 24-hour, holding period, right? So they're flipped out. They're so they get kind of aggressive. I go, so Kim, tell me, let me ask you a question.
Is this when you decide that you don't think it's her anymore?
Yeah, this is when I think I'm bamboozled, and now and let me. Do you remember at one time, maybe Macho does, where I actually was out back sitting on my old toolbox?
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah.
So that's when I was going through all this, Lummy. So I said to Kim, well, fake Kim, imposter Kim, I go, tell me the last time that I saw you, right?
Oh, man.
So, Lummy, that is the last time that I saw Kim was the Tampa Tarpons game.
Yeah.
That's the last time I saw her. So that's a very easy question. If you were truly Kim, that's a very easy question, right? That's not something that,
Yeah.
tell me what me and Manson talked about July of 2007. No. When's the last time I saw you? No answer. I said, I think I'm going to cancel my deposit. She goes, or fake, she goes, I'm on hold with the bank right now, is what they tell me. I go, answer my question. When's the last time I saw you? Nothing. I said, try to videotape or try to video call me again. My connection is too poor. I said, give me the address. This was where
you finally cut on after you sent the cash.
This is they're so good. I go, give me the address where this stuff is in Tampa, because Lummy, I was thinking about just getting in my, you guys had everything handled.
Yes.
I was thinking if it was they said Tampa, I was just thinking about getting in my smart car and whatever, just running over there. So they give fake Kim gives me an address, and it was the address of where her and her husband, Rainbow Rick, it's the address where they used to live.
Oh.
So they even so Seth, they have video of her.
Yes.
They got. So then I said, send me another picture. So then they said, look. Then they send me another picture of Drunk Kim at Gasparilla.
Yeah, looking kind of sassy.
Right. And I'm getting. She says to me, "Are you kidding me? We've been friends that long, and you're not letting me have this money. Please call your bank and tell them to release the hold." And I go, "You're a fraud. I'm on the bank. I'm on the phone with my bank as we speak." Look, fraud.
You got them. You showed them.
So no, Lummy, I got that close to getting. I mean, and listen, I'm not some 85-year-old woman that's sitting watching her TV at night and some evangelical, I'm not trying to, this was a very highly organized, this was a good one. This wasn't just
You're saying that you're not stupid. You didn't fall for a scam, but this was too highly advanced.
No, I'm saying that I am stupid and I do fall for some of them. I've been known to fall for, hey, Bubba, that was a fake story. And this one was a fake story. And I've often made fun of people that, sent, like, let me, how many times have we had the story where, like, a 68-year-old grandma in Colorado thinks she has a boyfriend in Nigeria and she sends him like $800 a week.
Yep.
And, he promises of love and riches and this and this and this. Like, I made fun of grandma that has written that check. But guess what? I damn near wrote that check.
Well, you had a former employee, right, that got taken by some princes or kings or the African scam.
Oh, Brent.
Yeah. 98 Rock Days, right?
Yeah. Brent got taken for $1,800. And Brent was one of the very first ones where I'm this Nigerian prince. I'm this Saudi Arabian prince that has $10.7 million locked into a South African escrow. And if I can just use your information and you can send me $1,800, I can get it released. And I promise to give you half the money. But I need an American identity and $1,800. And Brent also bought, remember, 5 acres in Nevada?
Yeah.
Remember that for $99?
Shut up.
No, he did. He did. Lomi, we actually, you know what? We should probably try to find the break and let Gary Cantrell or Rhett make a video of it, and you could just show like
Don't do Brent like that, man.
The desert land.
Yeah, just show the desert. Just show like some very remote desert Reno stuff kind of deal.
I think in the same
it was
clip,
right outside of Reno. He said.
Well, in the same clip, you were arguing with it. They got taken by the prince early. Obviously.
Yeah. We're like, hey, Brent, don't forget now. I mean, I know you own 5 acres in Nevada now, but you are the guy that got taken for $1,800 on the Prince deal back in '99. He's like, I'm just telling you, I didn't get really taken. I stopped the payment on the credit card, and I didn't get taken for it. I go, yeah, but you know what? You gave him your credit card, bitch. You almost got it. Well, guess what? Do you know how close I almost got it this weekend? I mean, in some very, very highly, highly skilled, identity theft. I mean, they went in, they went in and found items that they probably went to look at Kim's list, Lummy, and saw that she probably likes more guys than she does girls,
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, what stuff can we come up with that these men would be just going crazy over based on her friends list? We'll come up with that with just some unbelievable pricing. We got a video of Kim with no audio, so we can video call them, right?
Yeah.
We know the address of where her husband used to live, and I think her husband still might live there. So we have an address to give people, and we got a couple pictures from her Facebook. I mean.
Well, we just got an email yesterday from someone that got taken by Janessa again.
Oh, how bad?
He didn't say. He said he's looking for help.
Well, I tell him we have no help for him. I'm not getting involved in any of that nonsense.
That's the worst.
Oh,
that's because he's like, she won't do anything. It's like, I don't know what.
Let me.
Oh, is he on the phone?
Oh, he might be on the phone.
Okay. What, Bubba? What? When you said they're a fraud, did they write back at all, or they left?
In fact, the whole entire account.
It's Babyface.
Oh, the whole entire account. Now tell Babyface.
Well, he wants to talk about how Dan got scammed twice.
Listen, Babyface. Like if you're just gonna tell me how stupid I am, and this and that and this and that, I'll just wait for 2 Thursdays from now, for that. So if you're just gonna.
Well, that's why I was calling in, because it's like 3 weeks until I'm in again, and this story is just too good. But Dan got scammed twice in the span of 2 months.
What, same situation?
Was that his bike?
Yeah,
that bike thing?
A Rolex, a fake Rolex, or not even a fake Rolex. He put money down for this Rolex, and then he also put, and that never happened. And then he also had a competitive carbon fiber sport bike for when he was doing triathlons. And they kept scamming him. Like, they got him initially, and then they told him it was stuck in customs and he had to pay more money. And then they're like, it's still stuck in customs. You got to pay more taxes. And they clipped him like 3 times for the same bike before he realized. Well, Steven told him, you idiot, you're getting scam.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they had drunk Kim on a video. They had drunk Kim call me on video. They had, pictures of her. They had her address. They had, I mean, like,
So wait, they had. So I was dropping Aria off at school and then bringing in groceries. They had her. Like a video of her talking to you?
Yes. So what they do is they went to their Facebook page. They completely cloned it, and then they found this video of her like maybe talking to somebody over a computer, like almost like a FaceTime type deal. They found that, which was 38 seconds, but it had no audio to it. And then they had various pictures of her going to Gasparilla and things like that. And then they had, her actual address, where her and Rick, I don't know if they still live there or one of them lived there or they, but there's an actual address, an actual Tampa or Wesley Chapel based, not too far from you, Lummy, address. And, so when I said, hey, call me, she FaceTimes me. It comes up, and it's real spotty and real jumbly. But it's Kim. You can tell it's Kim, and she's moving her mouth, but they have it intentionally muted, so it looks like it's spotty, bad coverage. And again, they had they had enough information for me to send $2,000.
Whew. Man, you should know better than that. Unless they're asking for gift cards, there's no way it's legit.
Yeah, I mean, like if Big Buck, like for instance, had some equipment, I would know that Big Buck, or like Iggy or Travis or any of our boys, Kim's not that close to me, but I've known Kim long enough that, I wouldn't think that, she wouldn't be, she wouldn't be acting this way. So I should have known
but she also wouldn't have been making you give a $2,000 deposit ever. Like that wouldn't have happened. She would trust you to pay her.
I don't know though, but with the just how good a deals it was, I could see where she could be a little bit of a business Kim, and it would be smart for her, to get a deposit. So like it was right there. It was I wanted so many things and such a great deal that they kind of let your emotions take over because you're afraid you're going to lose the deal, and it's such a great deal.
Yeah,
I mean, even if I flipped everything, I would have made $20,000.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, I could make $20,000 if I just would have flipped it.
Chief Charlie 215, $20.
Isn't that the biggest red flag, Bubba? Because one of two things is happening there. Either it's a scam or it's stolen. And either way, you're going to get screwed out of the deal. So if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for the
yeah, but Brian, you've never seen a $10,000 dump trailer just sitting right there for the taking
for $1,500.
$1,500, man.
Brian.
You're not wired like me, Brian. You're not wired like me that when I see an F-150 4x4 listed for $4,500 and I know all day that thing's a $12,000 piece of machinery. I mean, you're not wired like me where you just got to have it. You're not. I'm sorry. We're different.
It's one thing if it's an item that's hard to move, but trucks are not really difficult to find buyers for.
No, hold on. No, that's what makes it easier is you're going to be able to flip that truck. I mean, you post that truck for $10,000, which is about $4,000 less than what it would sell for.
Yeah, every Mexican here by the end of the day.
It would sell in 5 minutes. Boom.
But isn't that the point that it's a scam? Because you would never have difficulty getting double, triple the price. Like that's
no, Brian. I didn't think it was a scam because it was somebody who was my friend.
Listen, Brian's just playing Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah.
Here.
All right, Brian. I've admittedly said that I got screwed. I'm not really doing so good today. Okay, I'm not having a good day.
Well, what's the outcome? You didn't lose the $2,000, right? You were smart enough when you saw the Howard name not to be like, oh, this isn't legit.
No, I sent it.
That still didn't tip him off.
No, hold on. I sent it, and the unbelievable customer service team of Bank of America, who I love so very much, guys, I can tell you the guy's name. His name was Michael. Because when sometimes
better fill out the survey, Bubba.
Well, here's the deal. Sometimes they'll send you a survey, and you just go ahead and say whatever. I actually took the Bank of America sent me a survey on my experience, and I just raved about them. I mean, Michael was. I got him on the phone within you went to the app and like after they AI you a little bit and you say, I need to talk to a rep, they give you a rep. So I was on the phone for Michael. I told him the situation.
Was it Michael like a white guy in Kentucky? Or?
I don't know. Yeah, it was like a white guy from Kentucky.
Okay.
Right. It wasn't Michael. This sounded like some Indian individual.
The guy trying to probably rip you off on Facebook?
No, it was just like, Michael from South Carolina, and he was like, okay, yeah, I can see that you just did this, and I can see that we have we've thrown up an alert. And I said, well, your algorithm on alerts are dead on, my friend, because this is fraud. And then I walked him through the story, and he's like, whoop, hold on. Okay, it's done. No, it's done. Like it's not boom. It never left your account. It never left your account, and it's a canceled transaction. So you're all good. And then he said, he goes, we'll be sending you a transaction number to verify that we canceled, and we'll also be sending you a survey. And if the survey is very important on how I did my job. And I get, they look at that very, very heavily on some stuff. So if you could please fill it out. I said, okay, but Michael, thank you so very much. I was like, I was that close to losing $2,000. So I gave Michael, I gave Michael all 10s.
Oh, of course.
All 10 stars. Oh, yeah, just right on the board.
So Bank of America has a good boomer protection department.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, listen, Brian, it was good seeing you, and I'm just, just a little bit so only goes a long way with you, buddy.
I know. I'm going to miss you guys. See you in like 3 weeks.
Yep. Miss you later. Good riddance. Let me do some words. I'm going to come back with that big NASCAR deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's Joey Logano is going to win the Richmond race last night, and Austin Dillon, the number 3 car, who's the grandson of Richard Childress.
He took over after Earnhardt, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Harvick took over after Earnhardt.
Oh, okay.
And then I think Austin took over after Harvick left and went to Tony's. So, but he's been in it probably 8 to 10 years. He's not really that good. He's won the Daytona 500. But winning the Daytona 500 isn't about being a good driver. It's about being in the right position and having the right guy, your drafting partner. It's really just luck, because anybody can win the Daytona 500. It's the road courses and the roads and races like this past weekend at Richmond that really puts the driver into it. And so Austin Dillon spins out Logano coming to the checker, coming out of turn 4, spins out Logano, and then bounces and spins. He basically crashes 2 guys. In the last, 1/8 part of the track. Coming out of 4, he crashes Logano and Denny Hamlin. And it was and NASCAR didn't do anything about it. Like, NASCAR technically should have DQ'd him or given him some kind of penalty.
They didn't give him anything? Or do you think they'll come down now?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's a big whodunit. I'll do it next.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Do you think these people have to go through the actual time of doing this, like, by hand? Like, setting up the profile? Or do they have something that just does it automatically?
I think by hand.
Oh, my God, man.
But eventually, they'll probably have a software. They'll go in and do it. I'm thinking right now it's still by hand, but it's probably...
To be honest with you, if you get $1,000 a day,
yeah,
it's $300,000 a year. I mean,
right?
You don't really need that much.
Right, you get one sucker. If you got my one $2,000, if you got my one, that would be like, that's all I need for today.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why they were panicking, because they were so close to that fucking money.
Oh, that's why they're like, please send it.
I think Bank of America would have still refunded you.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's tough. It's probably tougher to get it back once they've sent it to the guy.
They would have seen the Hotmail, though.
A lot of people use Hotmail.
Still use it?
Yeah.
Who? Brett Favre? He does have a Hotmail, doesn't he?
No. He has something better. Him and Bubba have the same.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
What are we talking about?
Brett Favre's an AOL guy. Wow. That's big, Lummy. That could actually make the Barstool Sports. That could make. We gotta make a short of that.
He's an AOL guy still?
Yeah. I'm sure. I bet Andy Reid is.
Oh, easy. He's going in chat rooms. What's up, Big Lunger? Thank you, Cheap Charlie.
Would you go crazy on the instant messenger back in the day, Lummy?
Oh, yeah. I was like 13. Yeah. Found Bubba.
Huh.
I emailed him.
Oh, you didn't have like.
I didn't know. I messaged him, tried it. He never really responded.
Never instant message you back. Whenever I would see like a girl that I liked, I would always see if they would like come on and say hi to me, and then I would be like, oh fuck it, I'm just going in, just because they're gonna say hi first. I had about 6 or 7 accounts that I went back and forth on.
Oh shit. I had one. I was just trying to ask him when they played AC/DC 40s on 90 Rock, every 40 on the 40 or whatever. I was trying to, because I drive into school with my brother, and I was like, can you play this for my brother? Song?
He was only
We had a
accepting.
football game this week.
He was only accepting nudie pics.
He did answer me one time though. I was asking him for a sheriff for Bubba for sheriff sticker.
What'd he say?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get it?
No, because then I was like, well, how am I going to get it? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, how do I get it?
Yeah, sure.
I think he got annoyed with me messaging him every time he came online.
Oh,
So I put him
man.
in my like little messenger so you know you saw him come in.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would go right and hit him up.
Oh, that's not good.
I was lucky he didn't know how to block me.
Oh man. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it. Yeah, I put lyrics to this. I put lyrics everywhere. Yeah, my AL profile. That was like you clicked on it. It took you to like their profile or somewhere. I don't know. What's up, Brian? I know what you're talking about. What up, Lunger?
What's up, Neil Mel Plaisir?
Oh, what up, Neil? Maybe I can buy some fucking baseball cards now that we can save money on summer camps. Summer camps here, summer camps there. Yep, everybody got their coins. Right, guys? Can you guys attest to getting the Trump coins from Tees?
Yes. Thank you, Tees.
Thank you. I got everybody their coins, and everybody that's not here, they're right here for when they walk in. Yeah, school's back for Pinellas. Yeah, she was, Tina. Very excited.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
I got the text just now. So Lummy, I'll be leaving right at 10.
Oh, okay.
So you guys, whip up something for me. I'm sure you guys do a great job. So, and I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. It's just gonna be a tough one. God, I have suffered. Let me see. Start with my stepfather, Eddie Jeff, who died 2 years ago. Before that, I lost Pookie. And then I lost my son. And then Larry Plummer's dad, and now Merch Crick's mom. Man,
that's just
and you still and all you haters still want to talk bad about me. You can't show an inch, not an inch of compassion, can you? That's okay. I'll be okay.
You don't need compassion from the haters,
I don't
Bubba.
need compassion from nobody.
But that, I tell you what, man, that is just going to the hospital for
that.
Like she got out the first time and then not coming back out is just a real hard thought.
And the worst, my stepfather Jeff, when we pulled the plug on him, he was already brain dead. He was, probably the most heart-wrenching one that I've only done it twice. Once with my stepfather and once with Hogan's dad, Paul. I'm sorry, what was his dad? Pete. And I was actually holding Pete's hand when he took his last breath. So I don't know how today is going to be, but I'm assuming something quite like that, and it's very, 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 it's just horrible. So let me talking about the NASCAR thing. Here's a perspective that I've not seen a lot, and this is Austin Dillon's spotter and car audio visual as I think the event's happening. I think. I don't know where is here we go, up here. Audio, thank you. Boom.
Oh, run him down, back in, come on, back here! Oh, run him, coming down, run him down, back in, come on, back here! Oh, run him.
All right, now here's the event. This is the event right here that took place. We just saw the end car.
Joey Logano through 3 and 4 for the final time.
So
there's the contact. He does get to him. The 11 on the inside. He gets into the wall. Dillon's going to win it.
Now, I mean, if NASCAR doesn't do something about that, then then something's wrong. I mean, like, it's not necessarily who can make it to the starting line quickest while doing, like, there's a certain amount of decorum and a certain amount of rules that you have to go by, and you just can't do this. Like, this is if you're going to allow this, then you're it would be like if the NFL allowed face masking and holding and just allowed illegal things to be done the entire game, and they're not going to call it.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything.
Pass interference, like the ball's coming and you literally just knock the guy out of the way, or hold him the entire time. Wide receiver goes out, you just tackle him right there, as the cornerback. This is so egregious, and this is not now. The first bump on Logano is it's 50-50 onto whether it's a racing deal or not, maybe. But then, man, to slingshot up and to rear quarter Hamlin, I think that's where NASCAR's got to do something. And I got like Gooch and like who listens to the show, and so Gooch, privately get a hold of me and let me know, like, is this bad? Like, is this bad? Will NASCAR do something about this, or will Joey and Denny have to take matters in their own hand? Because all too often, old school Tony Stewart wise and things like that, Lummy, a guy acted like this, then you had one coming. You do this to Tony Stewart. First of all, him and his entire crew is going to be fighting you in the pits. But the second thing is, Tony is going to wear your ass out. Every time you come around Tony, he's going to spin you out. Like, that's just old school.
You think that's how it's going to happen to him?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if NASCAR steps in and does a stiff enough penalty. Does Denny and Joey still got like Gooch is going to have to tell me how this is going to go down. Does Denny and Joey does Austin Dillon got a couple coming to him if NASCAR doesn't do anything to him? And if NASCAR does do something to him, what do they do to him? And do the boys still got one coming to him?
Joey Logano through 3 and 4 for the final time. There's the contact.
I mean, see, like, and here's the deal. Here's the deal. This isn't even racing.
Whoa, that was cool.
Like, this isn't even racing.
Are we mad at the guy in the
3-car?
Or why? That was a cool ass move, wasn't it?
Well,
he said, "Get out of my way, bitch."
There's the contact.
Woo!
He does get to him.
Hold on. And so you're saying not, and you know what? We might as well go 2 for 1, right?
I mean, I'm not a NASCAR guy, but that was cool.
And then you put that, and then you put that guy into the wall.
Man,
so
He's bringing Seth to NASCAR.
The 11 on the inside.
Seth needs to be the commentator and goes, "Woohoo! That was cool as hell. I've been sitting here biting my lip half the season with nothing to say, and we finally got some coolness."
The only other thing that was cooler was when was it Kyle Busch or somebody punched another guy? That was pretty fun.
The 11 on the inside. He gets into the wall. Dylan's gonna win.
Ooh, I love it. That's my guy, the 3-car right now.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time. There's the contact.
Now, see, I could see where, Lummy, NASCAR could say, that's a racing deal. Dale Jr. did it to Rusty. Tony probably did it. Gordon did it. You know, Cale Yarborough did it. Darrell Wall, like they all the back in the day boys did this kind of thing.
Okay. For the final time, there's the contact.
That doesn't always work, though, does it?
No, if you know what you're doing, it does.
Okay, because I would say sometimes like it would normally affect the 3-car also.
But then let me, and I think this is where it's determined. So he clears Logano. If you look at the car position, so he's past Logano right now. He has nothing else to worry about, right?
Yep, he's straight on pretty much. Yeah.
So his right side of his car tires are on, the right side of the white line. You know what I'm saying? See where it's,
Yep.
So that's where his car needs to go straight. If he keeps a straight line and doesn't drift it down and try to get Denny's quarter, and he just stays in his lane, the 11 car wins. But what does the 3-car do? He drives down.
So he tries to drive underneath the white line?
Yeah, well, he tries to drive for the quarter.
I gotcha.
See, you can see him actually turn it here now?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep.
On the inside, he gets into the wall. Dylan's gonna win.
I'm so turned on right now.
And Gooch, I need your insight on this. As to I really do. Now here's Denny. Here's Denny Hamlin's reaction.
He looks happy.
Penalized for that, or is that just
Where's the line, Bob? I mean, that's the thing is we have rules.
By the way, Denny Hamlin, one of the most seasoned guys left in NASCAR.
Oh, he's a big rules guy.
No, but he's a do things the right way guy. And he's also part owner with Michael Jordan.
Oh, hell yeah!
He's part owner in the with Michael Jordan's car.
Where's the line, Bob? I mean, that's the thing is we have rules against to prevent ridiculous acts, but it's been a long time since those rules really have been enforced. I mean, didn't Lane Riggs spin someone out and get 2-lap penalty or some bullshit? Like, this is, it's tough because...
You said didn't somebody else spin somebody out and get a 2-lap penalty?
This is what the young short track racers see, and they think that this is okay because they watch the professionals on Sunday.
And he's right. The guys, Lummy, that are driving on Saturday nights, the kids...
Are we trying to win a race or not, Bubba?
That are supposed to act like adults.
But you have rules, Seth.
Apparently not.
It'd be like saying, okay, you know what? Michael Jordan's going to go up for a layup, and, Dominic Wilkins is just going to jump on top of him.
Was it cool back in the day when Dale Earnhardt did this stuff?
Dale would do it.
Like, was Dale hated when he was alive?
No, but he was feared. And
Bubba Nash says that Hamlin does it all the time.
Just do dumb shit, and it's just amazing that it's allowed. I mean, but I don't fault him because he's completely desperate, right? He's 30th in points. He jumps 20 spots in points or whatever the hell it is. It's his season saved. Now, he'll have to pay repercussions down the line for this.
This is what I love because Diddy kind of brings it back old school, kind of like what Tony and those guys were saying. And he's saying this right here. You got one. I don't care what NASCAR. You got one coming to you. And I am one of the senior, statesmen left in the driving deal. It's probably you and Kyle Busch. I'm trying maybe Martin Truex. Trying to think of the old timers left, Lummy.
Richard Petty.
Yeah, Richard Petty. Yeah, put Richard Petty.
Yeah, Bill Elliott's back.
Insane. Now,
Cale Yarborough.
He'll have to pay repercussions down the line for this, and but it's so worth it from his standpoint because there's no guardrails or rules that say don't do that, and there's no one in the tower that has any problem with it. So.
I don't know, man. I'm a race director at my track. I don't know how I score that. I don't know how I score that. And you got to make a split second decision. I don't know how you score that. Do you?
I mean, can I tell you how to score it?
What? I mean, hold on. Who finished behind Austin? Like you DQ him and make the fourth place guy the winner? That's how you score it.
I'm saying no flag on the play.
You're saying it's a race. You're saying it's a racing deal. Say it.
I'm saying it's a racing deal.
We're never ever going to get taken seriously as a sport because we have no real officiating.
Oh.
That's
Denny Hamlin's he is right about that.
I mean, you're right. He's right about here's Joey Logano.
This is the guy who did it?
No, this is the guy. This is the first guy that he spun going into.
Okay.
This is the guy. Hold on, you'll be up. This is the guy driving the yellow car.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
yeah.
He's the one that got screwed the most.
He was about to win.
Yeah, he was going to win.
I don't know. Apparently, it's okay. What do you want me to say? Apparently, you can come from 5 car lengths back and completely wreck someone, and then wreck another one to the line, and we're going to call that racing. Cool. That's fun.
Will take that away?
Yeah. Yeah, they won't. They won't.
Did you think that was coming, Joey?
No, I mean, when you get like that far back ahead, that's 3 to 4 car lengths ahead into 3. I didn't even back up the entry. I was like, I'll just wrap the bottom here. I'm good. And he just drives in so hard. Obviously, he didn't make the turn because he hit me, and then the 11 was going to win the race. So he had no intentions to race. I beat him fair and square on the restart, and he just pulls a chicken shit move. He's a piece of crap. The kid, he sucks.
That's the best.
Joey Logano is such a baby.
I love.
He's a piece of crap. The kid, he sucks. He sucked his whole career.
Meanwhile, Joey Logano would have never even touched the sport. In fact, one of the reasons why Gibbs got rid of him was because he was horrible. Because his dad, now he's since turned into a really, really good driver. You do it long enough, but his dad was, I mean, NASCAR's just been killed with nepotism and rent-a-rides. And this was behind Paul Menard's. This was the next rent-a-ride. His dad owned a huge waste management company. And rented his first rides with Gibbs. So like all of it's rent a ride now for the most part. William Byron, Paul Menard started it, and now you got Harvick's kid that's coming, Clint Boyer's kid that's coming.
So who?
Kyle Busch's kid's coming. Harrison Burton's kid's already there. Nemechek's kid's already there. Elliott's kid's already there. So it's just it's nepotism and rent-a-ride is what NASCAR has become. They don't go into the circle tracks, like the way Tony Stewart was discovered, or the way Mark Martin was discovered, or the way Jeff Gordon was discovered, or the way Carl Edwards was discovered, where they people see this kid at a Saturday night dirt track or asphalt track, and he's been driving 4 or 5 years. He's 15, 16, 17, and the kid's got a really good skill set, and you bring them along through your program. That's not the way it works anymore. It's how much money can you bring to the table?
How much? Tory's 25.
How much? Like William Byron. William Byron, Lummy, never ever raced real racing ever. William Byron was an iRacer. That's all he ever did was iRace, and his dad owned a financial firm or a financial deal. And wrote a check to Gibbs. But he had never he'd never been in a real race car. He was an iRacer.
Jeez.
Career, and now he's going to be in the playoffs, and good for him, I guess.
Let's see if Logano says he's got one coming.
If NASCAR doesn't do something and you guys decide to maybe do something,
Here we go.
Is that unfair? Because then they would.
Well, you're asking me when I just got out of the car. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know it's ridiculous and you can't stand for it. I can tell you that much. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Obviously, I think about it, but you can't let shit like that happen.
There we go.
Potty mouth Joey Logano.
What about the guy who won? Did he get the hell out of there?
I don't know. This is him, I guess. This is the winner.
Oh, he gets to go inside.
He gets to go inside. Because this is the winners, deal. Losers stay out in the pits, and the winners.
I just didn't know if you need security or something after you.
Oh, he might. And this guy's another one of these nepotism deals. His mother is the daughter, or his father, his mother or daughter. I mean, his mom or dad is related to Richard, is the son or daughter of Richard Childress. So this guy Lummy got his ride through a nepotism deal too.
Oh, nice.
Parker's Fox Sports. First off, have you seen a replay of the last lap? I don't know if you need to. But, I mean, can you take me through it and what you were thinking or trying to do? And if what happened was what you were actually trying to do, or if there's...
I mean, I was just trying to get to him. I went into turn 3 in 5th gear.
Wide open.
And drove in, tried to get him loose, and got him up the track. I got the car downshifted, and the car actually turned pretty good when I did that. And then when I was coming back left, the 11.
So, Lummy, after he deliberately got him loose, he he downshifted to grab a gear.
And is that when he hit?
And that's when he hit 11.
Was coming, and that was just kind of a reaction. The 22 was, just trying to get him loose. But the 11 was more just a reaction, and I wasn't lifting at that point because I was more looking at where the 22 was. When the 11 came across, it was, it was just a reaction.
Reaction?
I mean, it was a reaction. That's the best way I can say it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a racing deal, not called reaction, you idiot. Golden spooted little son of a bitch.
Meaning to in that moment. What do you think the sports science would be?
Joey Logano's a pussy, but Denny Hamlin's not real tough, but probably.
He said he's coming back at him.
Yeah, now Denny Hamlin, he should just meet this guy like around Denny should actually have some people recording it. So as soon as Austin Dillon's like coming around the corner, Denny Hamlin jumps on his back and gets him in a rear naked and starts just, pummeling him.
Oh, yeah.
With him, and he has like an anonymous mask on, and then he runs away, and nobody can catch him, and they don't know who it really is, right?
Yeah, I can see Bubba Wallace.
It's super fast, So the mean to was definitely.
You can tell Tony Stewart's not back in the track, back racing on, because if Tony was either Joey Logano or Denny Hamlin, I guarantee you Tony might be in jail right now for assault, because he would run right on down there to that pit and just start
getting up in his face,
throwing helmets, and just, Tony didn't fight fair.
The 22. The rest just was whatever my body did.
Whatever your body did, you little son of a bitch. Nepotism mother effer. Lummy, did you see that we made TMZ?
Yes, we did.
Can you believe that?
That's I woke up this morning and looked at my phone and I saw your face.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Right. We'll do that next, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, my face. Big TMZ story. Stand by for that.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
What's that?
Oh, I was saying, Seth, is he here?
Yeah, what's up?
You didn't get that alert this morning?
No.
You don't have your phone settings where anything Bubba the Love Sponge?
Bubba gets mentioned?
Yeah, it alerts you?
No, I should.
I mean...
I should. The last time I had it set was when I was 19. I had it set for Paris Hilton alerts.
That was when she came through with the sex tape?
Yeah.
You were just seeing if there's any more clips.
Yeah, I wanted to see if there was another one coming out.
$1,000,000. So Kenny Powers. Bubba Nash. The fat pig. Let's see here. Yes, Kyle Larson won Knoxville Nationals.
Yeah.
Is Knoxville National like their?
That's like the Super Bowl.
Oh, is it?
Of the sport.
Won 3, 3rd and 4 years.
Yeah.
There's a Monday group for those today. What's up, DTP, DP for life?
What kind of show we running today, Lummy?
Amazing, Ash. But you said you wanted to just talk straight football. Talk about kids.
No, I want to talk about what you want to talk about.
Well, then you know what? I'm going to leave the football thing, my football talk out, and I'll leave the. I got a best. I got a page that shows. Let me this right here. See it?
Yeah.
And then it has a highlight of each. So.
Figured we done.
I'll leave that for you guys.
Talk first round running back draft picks for the Bears in the last 25 years. And their quarterbacks.
What up, Fat Pig? What up, Jay Bowler?
Listener-supported Sponge, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Lummy, probably today, the stop set is like 5 minutes. So, I need to get out here as soon as I can. So, 54 or 54 wouldn't be unreasonable to take it to the top of the hour. Right?
No, not at all.
I can get out of here at 54 because I literally have got to get to the hospital. Everybody is kind of en route there. I probably will be the last one. But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Lummy, today, I got an alert. I think the only person on the show that doesn't get an alert about the show or me is Seth. He doesn't care.
Well, I didn't know I needed to set an alert if your name is mentioned.
Yeah, well, I mean,
nowadays it's getting more.
Maybe that just goes to show you that the people that you're used to working with, never get any coverage, nationally or from TMZ, and you're on a whole. Maybe if you were to throw me a little bit of a bone, maybe you're kind of with somebody that could potentially get.
There is no doubt I've only worked with bitches my whole career, and I'm honored to finally work with a real man who can get on TMZ.
Thank you. You just got excited about NASCAR, Seth.
I'm excited about NASCAR. I'm excited about they don't quite mention Bubba's name in the headline. They do just call him Hulk Hogan's former friend, but he is Bubba the Love Sponge to me.
He is in the article, though.
But hold on, if you were to admit, I got the largest picture. Hold on. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Hulk Hogan just have little peanut headshots. I got a full-blown.
Well, they got you looking. Bubba, they got you looking angry and guilty.
They actually got me looking kind of Lummy pretty thick too.
They
they got me look at those shoulders, and I look pretty damn good.
You got a nice little tan going on.
Yeah.
The hair looks weird because it's in between you shaving it and letting it grow back out.
Sure. Which makes me even look like more of a convict. Hulk. So on TMZ today, it says Hulk Hogan's former friend. Hey, Affleck and Damon, call me if you want to get the facts straight. And
they see this. You know that there's no way that this is missing them.
Oh, all three parties are seeing
this.
You know that. I mean, you don't know. I mean, listen, there's some things. There's various publications that could cover you and maybe, a couple other famous celebrities, and the famous celebrities not see it because it's not. But TMZ, man, everybody sees TMZ.
Oh, yeah.
Hulk Hogan's former close friend is not shying away from the upcoming Gawker movie. Instead, he wants to collab with them, and he's got a lot of insight because he was the one at the center of the scandal. A rep for Bubba the Love Sponge, a famous radio DJ whose wife wrestled between the sheets with the Hulkster in a now infamous sex tape, tells TMZ that Bubba's not currently working with Ben Affleck or Matt Damon on the movie, but he's willing to collaborate. We're told that he feels the story is already out there, so Bubba's not hiding from it, and he wants to ensure that the pair get the facts straight. One of the biggest facts, the rep said, wants Ben Affleck and Matt Damon to make it clear the sex tape was not. The sex tape was stolen, and that he didn't leak it. If you don't know, Bubba was married to Heather Clem, who appears in the sex tape alongside Hogan, who we broke the story years ago that Bubba and Heather had some arrangement in place where Heather could have sex with other men as long as she recorded it.
Yeah.
Not quite factual, but I have a marriage dissolution agreement that says I can't really get into the specifics of what the truth is there.
That's right, General Petraeus.
After the sex tape came out, Hogan and Bubba and Heather, ultimately, Bubba settled with Hulk outside of court for just $5,000 and an on-air apology. And then they go on, Bubba might not be cool with Matt and Ben, so as long as they get the facts up, might be cool. I can't see hardly anything today, probably because I've been crying. When you cry, it clouds up your eyes. It kind of gets them salty. My eyes are salty, from crying, so I can't. I am illiterate, but I usually can read a little better.
Should we pour some Cannabato on your eyes?
Maybe. I would be able to use my eye gel, but the rats ate through it. Bubba might be cool with Matt and Ben as long as they get the facts right. But we know the Hulk won't be working with them. As we told you, he's going to consider legal action if the two creators step over the line. As far as casting, Bubba's pitching Jonah Hill to play him in the movie, or Matty Madison, the Bear of the Bear fame, if Matt and Ben want someone more low-key. By the way, although Bubba's not mentioned with the biopic, he's working on a 3-part docu-series about the scandals set to release this fall.
Oh, nice.
Now, there was a part where they had my apology. Did you see that
part right there?
Yeah. Is this it? This is the apology
it should be, yeah.
that I had to make after I settled with Hogan, which settling with Hogan was the worst thing I could have ever have done. Because had I not settled with Hogan, Lummy, I would have been the owner of the tape. But I settled with Hogan because Cox was telling me, if you don't settle, we're going to fire you. So, Lummy, I'm like, it's worth $5,000
to not get fired.
To not get fired. So I had to write this apology. And we sped it up like 36%.
After investigation, I'm now convinced that Hulk Hogan was unaware of the presence
Listen to this.
of a recording device in my bedroom. I'm convinced he had no knowledge that he was being taped. Additionally, I'm certain that he had no role in the release of the video. It is my belief that Terry is not involved and never has been involved in trying to release the video or otherwise gain from the video's release in any way. Regrettably, when Hulk filed the lawsuit against me, I instinctively went on the offensive. The things that I said about him and his children were not true. I was wrong, and I'm deeply sorry for my reaction and the additional pain that it caused Hulk and his children, on top of the pain that they already were feeling from having learned that Terry was taped without his knowledge in the public release of the video.
We should have a copy.
This is like a joke. It's like the things that I said about you and your kids aren't true.
Committed to helping Hulk and his attorneys find whomever is responsible for the release of this tape and holding them accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you play that at the end of the show?
Yeah, I played at the very end of the show. Which, at the end of the day, man,
What's going on, everybody? Justin Skaggs.
I think if I just would have been like kind of a little more cool about it, I think it might have. I was all about making it as fast as it could be, so that it was like 50 seconds worth of copy that I got down to like 34 because I put it in super speed mo. But I think if I just would have been cool guy about it and been like a little bit more like, hey, Terry didn't know he was being taped, and I feel badly about the things I've said about his family in the last couple of days of trying to defend myself. But I think I should have maybe cool guyed it.
What'd you say about his family?
Oh, I was just going.
What did his family have to do
There
with
was
it?
a couple days, man, when I'm like, listen, Hulk. Somebody clearly stole this from me, and you're suing me for $100 million, and now I'm getting ready to lose my job with Cox? Like, if you know what? I'm going to go on the offense and start telling everybody what I know. And it wasn't necessarily about the sex tape. It was about all kinds of different things. And he shut that down in one day, buddy. One show of me, Lummy, doing Bubba Says. One show, man, and they're like, we got to put a stop to this. So they scared Cox, and they're like, we're gonna sue you guys, and it just was crazy. I remember Tom being saying, hey, listen, let's just pay him $5,000 and get out of it and be done, so that we don't get fired. We don't lose our. Let's swallow our pride, write him a check for $5,000, let him own the CDs, because, we had, at that point, Lummy, we had a 7-figure deal with Hogan, $1.5 million a year. With Cox.
Wow.
So, why, and we still had 3 more years left on that deal. We just signed that deal. So we had 3 more years left on that deal. What, do you fight and lose your job? Or do you write him a $5,000 check, admit to it all, and keep your job? Your $1.5 million job. Little do you know that the people that actually did record it are the people that are threatening to fire you, because they don't really know that you're not the bad guy that did it. One of their other employees are, but they don't find that out till later. There I am talking about it again. But, Lummy, you know what? I almost think that you can talk about it when it's a lead story of Gawker.
I think so.
I'm sorry, when it's the lead story of TMZ. When I'm one of the lead stories of TMZ, and there I am looking all thick and rugged circa 2010, 11. That was when me and Hogan went. Me, Hogan, Jimmy Clevis, and his wife Jennifer flew down to Miami for the weekend. I forget for what. It was something to do with Brooke. Oh yeah, it was a Brooke music like debut or something. And Hogan had this big one of his buddies had one of the like his vacation home was like on Star Island, Lummy, and it was like an 8-bedroom mansion. And that's where we stayed. Then we went to dinner on Friday night. And Heather, oddly enough, was in the Hamptons. We were still married at the time. And Heather went to the Hamptons, and that's all I'm saying.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, boy.
Heather was in the Hamptons. We were still married. This is 2010. Me and Jimmy Clevis went with Hogan and his wife Jennifer to Miami because Heather had already had plans in the Hamptons. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it'd be inappropriate maybe to even go to commercials and leave everybody with that. And I can't expand on that. I cannot say anything full further. My wife should have been with me in that Miami trip, in my opinion. But she had prior plans in the Hamptons.
Was there a spin convention?
I don't.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
So Bubba's Cankles.
Lummy, can we take some calls?
Of course.
Calls.
Calls.
Nobody takes more calls.
Tell us what you guys thought about the third string for the Indianapolis Colts game. I mean, listen, I was watching that because it was on the NFL Network last night, the Cowboys and Rams game. You get to that fourth quarter, and I'm just like...
I know Stetson Bennett threw 4 picks.
Yeah, they were praising him when he first went in.
I don't even know how you stay in long enough to throw 4 picks. I don't know. Last year was a weird year because he took essentially a mental health year.
Yeah,
do you remember?
A whole year off. Yeah, that's why they're praising him. He's back.
I mean, I don't know. It didn't come out what happened at all, but I mean,
it's a biggie.
I mean, I think if Sean McVay takes you, he clearly sees a path for your future.
Yeah, they were talking about how he took that year off. Now he said he's back, his head's straight, and he's ready to go. And he's excited. And then I think 2 minutes later he threw a pick.
They got to have a good backup with Stafford. Stafford's so tough, but
he's getting old.
Oh man, no Aaron Donald this year.
Yeah, their team's gonna be better.
How old's Stafford?
36.
And he literally missed his first 2 or 3 years because of injuries, I think.
Stafford?
Yeah.
No, he was on the line. They just sucked.
Well, no, he was. I mean, he got injured, and people were saying he wasn't that great. And I always thought he was good just from what I saw him of the Bears. And
well, when he played, he was.
He's awesome.
Cannon, yeah.
But that guy,
he was also on the lines. All he had was Calvin Johnson.
I know. He's a tough guy.
A listener-supported sponge. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Us cutting it up. I won't be able to make. I got to head over to the hospital. It's a very dire situation. So let me, as soon as I get off the air here, I'm literally gonna probably take a pee and then get in my Crown Vic and roll up. Should I drive my truck at least, or should I?
In the smart car?
I mean, maybe I'll just drive the smart car. I don't know. I mean, what does it really matter? I mean, what?
No, I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter, right?
No.
So,
I mean, unless you might be having to drive anybody home.
Yeah. Well, yeah, true.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this is like. I don't know what this who's able to drive, I don't know.
Neither do I. I don't know anything either. I just know that I'm probably going to be a hard out at 54.
Of course, yeah.
So now the Olympic boxer that everybody has. By the way, if you're an Olympic boxer and you're competing in the Olympics, one would say that you're very much a public figure. Very much so. And public figures, have to put up with a certain amount of scrutiny and people's opinion. And, the First Amendment was challenged by a very legendary case law, Falwell versus Flint, where Larry Flint of Hustler took Jerry Falwell's mother, Jerry Falwell, a very, religious preacher at the time. And I remember Lummy depicted her doing I think maybe having sex in an outhouse or something.
I think sex in. I think also fellatio.
Something of his mother, and that was found to be that's the case law of the First Amendment. There's been others. Hell, me and MJ's deal was a First Amendment deal that probably is referred to in case law. So how does she think that who is she filing? By the way, so the boxer. That is from, where's she from?
Is it
Algeria? Algeria. And
they went crazy, man. They had their whole city or town or country was celebrating when she won.
She filed a complaint with the special unit in Paris.
Well, she's supposedly suing, filing a legal claim. Olympic boxer, was it Iman Khalif? Iman Khalif has had it up to here after bullying regarding her sex, and her lawyer is now ready to kick some ass. Her lawyer has filed a complaint with the Paris prosecutors claiming that the Algerian boxer is a victim of aggressive cyber, of maybe millions of messages that have been written about her. I mean, if they're going to sue everybody on Twitter and everybody on Instagram and everybody on TikTok and everybody on Facebook that has made some type of meme or disparaging comment about her, saying, looks like a woman but hits like a man, and giving their First Amendment right as to what they think that they're seeing, and that a person with an XY chromosome maybe shouldn't be allowed to compete against women.
Looks like her lawyer came out and said that they're really going to go after the death threats, the death threat ones.
Okay, yeah, as you probably should. If Johnny 1234 on Twitter says I'm going to kill this freak because it's really a man and it's beating up on women, and I'm going to kill it. Well, yes, you probably need to look into those.
Isn't it hard? Isn't it hard to trace all of that?
Yes. The complaint doesn't specify perpetrators, although plenty of people, including celebrities like Elon Musk and others, have trolled her online. Oh, there you go. That's all you needed to say. They're going to try to go after like some of these high-profile, maybe if Joe Rogan said something about her, or if Tucker Carlson said something about her, or in this case,
I mean, essentially it could be
Elon
anybody,
Musk.
Anybody in the world. You don't have
Right.
to just think about anybody.
But they're only going to pick like the big slinging D's that got money. You know what I'm saying? And I think I think that this gets summary of judgment. I don't even think this makes the courtroom, right? Like how do you sue?
Right?
How do you sue anybody that says anything about you if in a
I don't know.
If you're a public figure, and what they're saying is true, is the fact that you do have an XY chromosome. Like, you do have a male chromosome. Let's just be honest. You are a tweener. You're one of the very few. You're not transitioning. You're not doing hormonal, which you probably are, doing a ton of testosterone.
Well, that's the thing.
Trying to be more of a man, but you were born with, you're a man woman. You are a man woman. And I don't know that a man woman should be competing against women.
She just didn't do any of this to herself.
Well, I think that
as far as like just being born that way, I think that's where
she was born that way, but I think that she has used male enhancing steroids to become more male and have more strength than to just let her body produce the amount of testosterone and estrogen that it normally would. I think that she's boosted her testosterone because she's a man woman. She's supposed to have more testosterone than a woman because she's a man woman. And I don't think that a man woman should be
What if you were
fighting.
a tweener?
Well, I'm not a tweener.
I know, it can't be easy to be a tweener.
Well, you don't got to put it on me.
No,
what about you? What about you being a tweener?
I couldn't even imagine
You'd
it, man.
be a girl. I'd be a guy. That's what we're going with.
Wait, no, I would be both.
What would you be?
I mean, if I had to pick,
the gold medalist has faced a ton of backlash over the alleged failed gender test. Now, when they do a gender test, we already know that she's got an X, that it has an XY chromosome. We know that. But does she have both genitalia? And when you do a gender test, does that require you to physically look at the ween or the vag? Like, do you say, okay, Anika, or whatever her name is, Anina? Aman. Okay, Aman. We need I guess you'd probably have a woman in there, a woman doctor, right?
Yes.
You have a woman doctor in there, which you can find a million of them. Get a couple female doctors in there, and they say, okay, we need to inspect your genitalia. And then the women doctors, I guess you probably can't take pictures and stuff. Maybe you can take x-rays. And you can see the ween and the vagina, just laying there.
Well, I mean, I think
isn't that what an XY chromosome is? is a person that's born with both a ween?
Well, they do a blood test too on it. It says.
Hey Alexa, what does a person with an XY chromosome look like? Good morning, Alexa. Oh, you know what? Never mind.
Does not have a Y chromosome, which is necessary to produce eggs. So there is no specific physical characteristics that would identify a person with an XY chromosome.
I missed the whole damn thing. She sounded like she had a really good spiel going on,
yes,
too.
she did.
Hey, Alexa, what does a person with an XY chromosome identify as? Better one.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, an XY chromosome is the scientific category of male. The XX chromosome is the scientific category of female.
So, if you're XY, you're male.
Yeah, I think
if
they
you're
go by
XX, you're female.
I think they go by that and not necessarily private parts.
Not the movie.
So yeah, she has XY chromosomes.
So XY means you're a man. So does that mean that she's XY with a vagina? Does that mean that if she failed the gender test and she said, okay, so men are XY, right?
Yes.
Hey, Alexa, what chromosomes are men?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, men have an X and a Y chromosome.
Okay, perfect. And then women are double Xers, aren't they? They're XX.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexa, what chromosomes are women?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, females have X chromosomes while males have one X and one Y chromosomes.
Thanks. So women are X, men's are XY, right?
Yes.
This woman tests XY. So now you're a dude. But maybe there's a technicality where her body, incubated a vagina instead of a penis. So she's basically a man without a penis.
Or is she a woman with extra testosterone, a bunch of testosterone?
Well, no, she's XY. She to the core, to her fiber, to her actual fiber, she's XY.
Yes.
So that's man.
Yes.
But and what completes you as your man is our very coveted penis.
Yes, it is.
Every one of us in this room really like our penis. Like that's that's our thing. That's our gig. That's our penis. I mean, it's your best friend.
It sure is.
It's
always
like
there.
It makes you you. It's your identifying factor. It's your ID card of your body. is your penis. So when your XY fiber, but your equipment, it's like almost like we're dealing with a Spectrum deal and a router. The service that you're getting, Lummy, is a male, but you got the female router. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha. There you go.
So, but you're a man. You're a man with a vagina. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the spokesperson for the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, and basically this is what we're dealing with here. It's a man with a vagina. And we don't have that category, man with a vagina, yet. We got mixed, and we got girls, and we got boys. And by the way, we're canceling breakdancing because it's stupid. We've learned some things here at the Paris Olympics, and we're just not going to let the XY, the men with vaginas, we're just not going to let them participate anymore. So they got one bias here in 2024. For 2028 in Los Angeles, men with vaginas cannot compete.
Dr. Dan's on the warm line to explain penises and vaginas.
Yes, Dan.
Hey, good morning. My understanding is that boxer with an XY chromosome and testicular feminization has a vagina but no cervix, no uterus, no ovaries, but probably had undescended testicles.
So so you're saying not necessarily a vagina, but more or less of an underdeveloped penis, because
underdeveloped vagina.
But didn't you say that all vaginas start out as penises?
Other way around. All men start off with a vagina.
Oh, really? And people like Seth just happens to keep a little bit more of it later in life, or did Seth not shed his the same way I shed mine?
I think we all did, but I think, men start off, like I said, with the vagina, and then when the testosterone is recepted, because, she probably doesn't have good testosterone receptors.
But that bitch, since she's been deemed a woman, she's taken test. I mean, if you're training this girl, you're like, we can get over on the test deal because you've already been determined a woman. So let's test it up. That's why.
But they test for testosterone on women too, and she doesn't read testosterone. Like, you can give her a bunch, and her body doesn't see it.
Oh, okay.
It's invisible to her.
Yeah, but she's probably naturally producing, 2 or 3 times the amount that the other girls, which makes the fact that she can train harder and develop stronger muscles. She can develop man-like muscles while being identified as a woman, right?
To an extent, and she probably had an orchiectomy or had those testicles removed at some point too, because they could become cancerous.
Let me. How about the orchiectomy? No other show's bringing you that, buddy.
Sure, not. Bama Boy 352, $10.
No other show's bringing you a doctor and tells you what the surgery called is cut your balls off.
I just got a text from the brain surgeon who said he'd explain it too, but obviously Dr. Dan is here.
I wish I could talk to Kenny Price, but I got a hard 54 to get out of here. Danny, we love you.
Okay.
Where are you? Are you in Jersey?
I'm in San Jose learning about that hair laser.
Oh yeah.
I need one more guy that has just a little bit of frontal or a little bit of crown hair loss to call my office 888-8-DIACOS. I will do your hair. I will do your correction for $1,000.
Well, sign me up. I'll give you $1,000 to do mine. Mine's true. I need something.
Can you send the down payment now, though, Bubba?
Yes.
Venmo, Cash App, PayPal.
All right, but you probably need another one besides me, right?
I need 2. Yeah, I think I may have 1, but please call my office, send pictures, and we're just trying to recruit 2 people for next week.
8888. Yeah, I can't do it next week. I'm going to be in Indiana. So 8.
All right, well, then we'll do you after I do more. 888-8-DIACOS, DIACOS.
This is normally like a $10,000. Is it? I mean, normally like $7,500.
That many grafts would probably be about $3,000, $3,000 to $5,000. I'm learning about the pricing and all that stuff today because that's what I'm in San Jose for. So I got more details on it later. But
anyway, it's an unbelievable deal. For those, that would want to, you're saving at least a couple G's, at least.
Yes, definitely.
All right, 8888-48-DIACOS. It's this newest hair. I mean, you want to quickly tell people what they're giving you $1,000 for?
Yes, it's the NeoGraft. We transplant and graft specific individual follicular units instead of big plugs. It heals really fast. And in 4 months, you look completely normal.
Actually,
you look better than normal. And in 6 months, you look like you've got your full head of hair.
And Seth, primitively, I mean, the machine was not nearly the technology that your machine. It's obviously an older machine. But Seth, I think on your last, like 6 or 7 months at being at Cox, you did this with a doctor, and it was successful, was it not?
I did. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
for a little while.
Now, how long does it stay in for?
Well, it depends on the hairs you get and the hairs you put, and it depends on the pattern of baldness.
No, I was asking
people
Seth.
With modern, Seth's got a pretty significant issue, but I'm looking for people with minor issues, smaller things. I'm not talking about someone that's really flat, Q on top, but I'm talking about someone that's receding in their 40s and 50s and starting to show and making them look old. They don't like the way their hairline looks. Those people is perfect for like the temples.
All right, my friend. Listen. Hopefully we'll find somebody for you, and I got a tough day today, so.
I know. Hang in there, buddy. I'm sorry.
All right, buddy. Good talking to you.
All right, thanks.
By the way, Seth did this, and Seth, what I'm saying, Seth, is I remember watching the before and after pictures, and this is a machine that's 7 or 8 years older than what Dan's newest. I'm sure the machines continue to get better and refined. But
I don't even think a machine did it, Bub. I think they did it by hand.
Oh, okay. Well, now a machine does it.
Because it took 8 hours. I mean, it took a whole day.
It takes 6. It takes 6 with the machine.
Okay.
And I guess the reason why they have such a good success rate on it is because the machine then is the one that implants it, and it is all about when you implant the one that you've harvested. It's all about getting the correct depth in order for it to really take a hold. If you go too deep, then it doesn't work, and if you go too light. So because this is machine, I think it maybe gets the depth correct every time, from what I can gather.
Yeah.
So 4/8 Stiacos, it's this hair replacement therapy, and I'm sure there's probably somebody, Lummy, in the Bubba Army that's either thinning. Like I'm going to pay Dan. I'm doing it because look.
Dan's not going to take your money.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make him.
What are you going to do?
I'm getting a little thin. I'm getting a little thin on top, I'm a prime candidate, but I'm going to be in Indiana.
Oh yeah, so you have to do it the next week. Perfect.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Well, that LeBron thing too.
Oh yeah.
If you wanna?
Yeah, talk about how
Yeah, I just don't know where I come out on that because I wouldn't let my kid run up to him, but I also feel bad for the kid.
Yeah, I feel bad.
You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't let my kid run up to him.
I mean, LeBron was a prick.
Huh?
Stop.
Yeah, no.
Then just
he could have just been like, "Hey, not right now."
I mean, it's just a selfie. You just keep walking. Keep walking. Man, calling from Dr. Dan and Babyface today. That's what I'm talking about. They're not going to be on the show this week, but you'll still hear them. That's what you got to love. Aaron Rodgers says he regrets 2021 comment that he was immunized. Shit.
Come on, big boy. You're always making fun of me, big boy. Come on, Johnny.
I make fun of you for not being able to read.
Come on, now, lover. Get it.
Immunized.
Yeah, say again.
Immunized.
No.
Yeah, I've been immunized. Who the fuck's gonna tell us we're right? Jesus, where's Lummy? I don't know, man.
Hey, let me ask you the fuck. Probably would have blurted it right out the right way.
What is it?
Immunized.
Immunized.
Yeah.
Immunized. Immunized. Well, he said he regrets saying he was he says he regrets saying he was immunized. He's got a fucking book coming out, Bubba.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. Can you believe that shit? He's gonna fucking bury the Packers. Immunized. Stand up next to you. Oh. Soon to be published unauthorized biography. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Some good stuff. Aaron Rodgers was mad at Mike McCarthy 2014. Rodgers wanted to call 6 plays that he had seen on film that seemed indefensible when Dallas beat the Seahawks. Packers player said Rodgers wanted those plays called over and over against Seattle, and McCarthy only called a few of them one time each.
No, general.
Intro. Well, that wasn't surprising. That's why he was mad. They wouldn't give him more say so.
Yeah, but he got that say so the floor.
What? He got to say so when?
With LaFleur.
No, I know, but this was 14. Like, I mean, he was already.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He started the franchise then. Pretty cool. I'd read an unauthorized biography about him. He's interesting. What's that?
Oh, I was saying too long with chat. Maybe General Petraeus now in chat.
I thought the Bucks played the Browns. I thought they played the Browns every preseason.
They normally do.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all of the Bubba Army. Now returns.
The after show will have everybody but me, which might make you like it a lot.
No, one guy gave us a 0-star ratings on our podcast because he only likes the ones with you in them.
Really?
Because people are forcing him to listen to the other ones. It stung, Bubba, but you know what? I've given out bad reviews before too, so I can't hate it too much.
Oh, you've given out bad reviews, and then it created a whole ecosystem in itself, and they got like 250 bad stories, and that company has such horrible customers that they didn't even still reach out to the perpetrator. Like I can't believe like those little Vogue, almost bougie coffee shops in St. Pete and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Usually they're pretty, like, up on what's being said about them socially. So if there would be somebody that complained on them, they would actually, reach out to them. So like, hey, we're sorry you had a bad experience at the Black Crow. At Black Crow. And
I'm surprised, too, because my review has 75 likes, and I didn't even know you could like a review. But everybody from the Bubba Army went there to give it some love.
So, like, if you're the Black Crow, usually you would have somebody that's kind of looking out for that and get a hold of you and be like, hey, we're sorry you had a bad experience. Once you come in, your next two coffees are on us. Like to make it right.
I don't think they. I don't think that they care about me.
Yeah.
You would think with the 75 likes they would care about it. I mean,
yeah. You would think that be like, hey, this guy's got 75 people that found, we need, they should look at it as an opportunity to get those 75 potential people in their doors.
Well, those the elitist attitude that they have at those coffee shops, I feel like is a reflection of management and ownership. So when I don't hear back from somebody or it's like that's what I take it as. Like, I'm not surprised.
Like it's almost, like so bougie and so, like that they don't need you.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, what happened to the woman the gymnast from America that got her bronze taken away? What
did they decide on that now?
Yeah, it's an American gymnast, Jordan Childs must return her bronze medal that she had won in the Paris Olympics floor exercises after court mandates a score change.
Yeah, the judges messed up the score.
Of course.
And now they want to give to, but the U.S., they're appealing or doing something. A lot of people are saying just give the other girl a bronze medal too, but to make her give it back, I think they're saying is a little much.
Yeah, it looks like it was like a minute after they made the decision, they were trying to change it.
Yeah, because they're saying because it was a judge's scoring.
And that was probably her last. That was probably that girl's last event, and she went to step in. She went and got on the first. Get the hell out of there, right?
Yeah, what are they going to do if you don't get it back?
Yeah, I mean, like, what are they going to do if you don't? If you got on a plane, Lummy, and are already back home, and they can't actually, and I don't even.
They'll wait 4 years for LA, Bubba, because she goes to UCLA, so they'll play the long game. They'll snatch that up in 4.
So they
police come,
or they'll say, you know what, you can't compete in any qualifiers. Until you get that back.
Listen, it's not her fault. Just give the other girl the bronze medal, or if she truly feels like she deserves the bronze medal, keep it. If she feels like she didn't deserve it, give it back, but they filed some sort of appeal to keep it.
Lummy, the banana.
Savannah Bananas?
The Savannah Bananas. They're not even a double or triple or single A. They're an exhibition team that will come in and they just put on one hell of a show.
They do.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. And so now they've brought this guy with no legs to steal first. That's a good promotion. It's a good promotion.
When they were in town the last Bubba, John Cena played. Like whenever they go to certain towns, they'll get like whatever celebrities are in that town to come out and take that back.
So that's how they play it. Like that's a good way. Every time we come to, we'll find the celebrities of your town.
Yeah, almost like an Eric Andre thing with way less dongs.
So next year, Bubba the Love Sponge?
What's that?
Would you go out there next year?
To do what? Strike out, look like a fat ass?
They'd have him chasing down balls in center.
Please welcome Zion Clark.
And of course, the other team's got to make it look good, like they try to tag him out. Oh, we just missed the cutoff. Hey, listen, man, I give that guy all the credit in the world.
Bubba, do you see the stadium?
Yes,
How
packed.
packed it is?
Absolutely. Like it looks like the way that Dodger Stadium used to look.
Exactly.
That looks like a pro stadium.
It does.
I'm sure it is, and they packed it out.
Oh, they were in Cleveland.
All right, Lummy, you guys got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, Bubba.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I appreciate everybody. I really do. I really appreciate everybody, and the boys got you. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummit,
co-host Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire of Council, co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council,
Rhett, the Filthy Ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repair hello.